less than a minute.
All right, we're live.
Alrighty. Matt, I hope you're ready, dude. You're in the splash zone
What
this
time I got?
time.
Matt, are you gonna sit in on this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because he wants to play with us. He's like, I
Oh.
want to see how much fun this is.
I'll sit
Yeah.
in the cuck chair tonight.
Matt
spectate.
should.
No, you're not in the
Jesus
cup chair. You're in
Christ.
like the peanut gallery, dude. You're like
Yeah.
the two Muppets up there, like talking shit about the show the whole time. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the Diddy chair.
Oh.
Diddy chair, Jesus.
All right. Well, while we're waiting on Reader, he's on the phone real quick. Somebody asked me something about this world, like on the world map. We can kind of just like do a little bit of fun fact. Someone pick a place for me.
Dragon's teeth.
Where?
What?
Oh, Dragon's Teeth Mountain. Is that what you said?
Dragon's teeth.
Oh, you want to
Yeah.
know about the Dragon's Teeth Mountains?
Mm-hmm.
So the Dragon's Teeth Mountain is in what is now known as the Landarothi exclusion zone. After the Landarothi collapse, there was like nuclear explosions all over the place. They refer to that in this universe, like radiation in this universe, as fairy fire. So all those explosions and radiation caused a bunch of mutations to the local flora and fauna, and basically has created like Last of Us style zombies. The big war ended when the Landarothi collapse happened, but then there was the Plague War. So basically, there was so many undead and like zombie things like coming up from this part of the world and moving south to take over the rest, that they ended up creating this magical plague gate that's made out of like like terraformed mountains, like dwarven machinery, elven enchantments. So basically, this entire northern part of this continent is like beyond like it's like exists in like a quarantine zone, right? But the Dragon's Teeth Mountains is the primary location of where like the undead have like basically kind of gone and like consolidated their forces. So like the Dragon's Teeth Mountains are all basically infected with like parasitic fungi.
COVID.
And they spend a lot of their time like living subterraneanly, like growing their forces. There's always kind of like a small like war happening at the Plague Gate at this time. Basically, like everybody from like the mainland here, like from the rest of Vineland, they send all their like criminals and ne'er-do-wells up to the Plague Gate to go and basically be cannon fodder against the infected here.
No, let's get something else. Is there any COVID north of the Plague Gate?
Is there like a what?
Any COVID?
COVID? Well, catching the plague would be like the worst type of COVID, because it's like a COVID that makes you bleed out of all your orifices, and like your eyeballs fall out, your dick falls off, your fingers fall off, your feet fall off, and you basically just turn into like a mindless zombie. So it's a lot worse than COVID.
So like COVID-20 then.
Yeah, it's like COVID-20 basically.
What, then there's a bunch of dickless zombies out there?
Oh yeah, there's like a billion, like there's like millions and millions of zombies, basically living within these mountains here, and none of them have dicks.
Oh man.
Like me.
Exactly.
Not Johnny Cat Fiddlefingers. He has
Worse than
me, but Justin.
But
Hey,
all right.
what was the word that Justin / Fiddlefinger didn't know? Like a couple weeks ago, I
No,
was thinking,
Justin knew it. Fiddlefinger didn't.
Penitent.
I was thinking about that penitent.
Penitent. Yeah. No, I of course know what it means. Johnny Cat Fiddlefingers does not. I mean, come on, guys.
I was
I
thinking
think
about that today. I couldn't remember the word.
I know what it means. I'm used to the word repentance. Amen.
I don't think you knew what that word meant at all.
You could think.
I don't know. I watched that VOD. The stunned look of confusion on your face.
Yeah.
I was like,
It's like
He like
Googling
reaches
what
for his phone
is
off his screen.
Johnny Cash Fiddlefingers wants to roll for penitence. What does penitence mean?
All right. So we'll just go ahead and get started. So last time on Dragon Ball Z, we were making our way through the Brotherhood of Dawn base and in search of the Tome of the Dead, or the Book of the Dead. We got into a couple of fights. We had a demon summoned on us. We killed a big ass Minotaur skeleton. And we found 3 keys. We found key number 1, 2, and 6. And we are not quite sure what those keys do yet, but I'm sure we'll find out on this episode of Dragon Ball Z.
The darkest times we roll.
All right. Just waiting on everybody to load in, and we'll go ahead and get going.
Look
So
at
while
my
everybody's
blue moon.
kind of loading in, what we're going to go ahead and start off with doing is we're going to start off with Ignotus, because this is all taking place in the theater of the mind anyway.
Theater of
Not-
the mind.
I'm not loading in.
I was about to say, I'm not
Yeah.
learning anything.
Yeah, we're all on the home, like the world map.
We're on the homepage right now.
How about now?
Ah, there it is.
Yep, there we go.
It's loading.
It's loading.
That's weird.
About time, DM. You did something right.
Hey man, I'm gonna come over there and twist your nose off your fucking skull. How about that?
If that means you're gonna be over at my house, I'd be so happy.
But all right, we'll go ahead and get started with Ignotus, because this is all taking place in the theater of the mind anyway. Now that I've confirmed that everybody's loading up.
All right.
So Ignotus, last time we saw you, you and the 4 other cultists were going push, push. And these lids are like especially heavy. They're a lot heavier than the ones that we were dealing with in the other room. These appear to be made out of like granite or something. So you've pushed this thing off, and you found key number 2.
So we have 1,
Yes.
2, and 6, right?
Yep. So everybody everybody found keys 6 and 1, but you just found number 2 in here.
Right.
And one of the cultists says, "Hey, there's the key."
All right, I'll take it. I gotta take it to the boss.
The boss is not to be disturbed right now. What do you mean? Take it to the devil.
Right, the devil. That's what I mean.
We're like, okay, well, we'll come with you.
Oh, you guys don't have to. Stick around here. You know, keep one lookout, and I'll go ahead and take the keys.
Make me a charisma check.
Well, can I? Let me see.
Oh.
It's in the theater of the mind. I think he rolled a nat 20.
I'll do it for you real quick. Like,
I got it. No worries. No worries.
oh, you got it?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Dude. Hell yeah.
that's funny.
That's fucking hilarious.
Let's go.
You got a
dude.
17 plus 3.
I'm
Goddamn.
charismatic as fuck, bro.
All right. So yeah, they look at you and they're like, "Yeah, I guess we'll wait here. We're gonna continue searching this room for traps. Be careful. Watch your step. They're everywhere."
Yeah. Hey, guys, listen. You know, I might have had too much to drink last night. I'm kind of a little lost here. You know, I don't want to show up to the devil kind of unprepared. You know, what are we doing here again?
It's like, well, we're looking for 6 keys. That's gonna get us into this past the arcane barriers that are protecting the Tome of the Dead.
Right.
Yeah, you remember now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arcane Bears. Right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. 6 keys.
Yeah, for
Arcane
Philarian and some of the others, they're in there trying to see if they can break it manually, but the magic seems to be too powerful, even for Philarian. So they was able to use some divination to realize that there are 6 keys within here. We've only found the 1, but that's basically where we're at right now.
And how's Philarian doing? Good
Oh,
mood, bad mood?
No, he's pissed.
Oh shit. Okay. All right.
Yeah, no, I'd watch your back. Don't even brush up against him. If he even like senses any kind of malintent in you right now, he's probably gonna hit you with a hellish rebuke. So I would just stay
Damn,
steer
hellish
clear of him.
rebuke. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well. All right, guys. Thanks for helping me out. Like I said, just hang out here. I'll come back and update you guys if I have anything.
All right, perfect. Well, tell the devil I said hi. You know, him and I, you know, I summoned him. So.
Oh, you summoned him, really?
Yeah, no, it's It's him and I go way back.
Ah, interesting. Okay. Anything I should know about him so, I can kind of stay on his good side?
Well, as long as you don't do anything to his dog, I think he'll be okay.
His dog. Yeah, I've heard about his dog. How big is it?
I mean, he starts to get like kind of confused as to why you're asking him all these questions all of a sudden. Roll me another charisma check.
Don't worry, it's gonna be a 13. You need to roll 10.
You need to roll a 12. Oh shit.
Oh, are you inspired at all?
Everybody's inspired right now. You want to give it another shot?
Yeah, I'll give him another shot.
Old works with him too.
Oh no.
Dude. Okay. I'll take the consequences.
He says, "Wait a second. How do you not recognize the dog? You've seen him tons of times.
Yeah,
What's the matter
it's
with you?"
like I said, man, the drinks, I'm kind of, having a hard time recollecting things that have happened so far.
Make me a deception check. You need to roll me a 12 or higher.
And notice you could have said the fog's messing with.
Yeah, I could have.
All right,
23,
23.
bro. Yeah, let's fucking go. The rolls are great tonight.
So the the cultist says, "Well, you shouldn't be drinking at all. It's not part of our. We don't believe in drinking around here, first of all. So I'll just keep that on the down low. All right. So if you don't, I'm going to give you this one chance to get your shit together, or else I'm going to report you to the higher command."
Yeah, you're right. What's your name?
Oh, my name is Tingle.
Tingle. Fucking Tingle. You're absolutely right, Tingle. I'm just a complete fuck up, man. I really appreciate you.
Well, hey, if we were perfect, then we probably wouldn't be in this group together, would we?
That's very well said, Tingle. Okay, all right, guys. I'll see you later. Ignotus is going to walk out, but I want to check out this little statue up here first. Can I do a little perception check on this thing?
Make me a religion check.
Religion check. Fuck, dude. Come on.
Ignotus is a lizard. He worships the great lizard of the sky. You don't know nothing. Oh, never mind.
20, you got it. So you look at this guy and you're like, oh, you know what? I recognize this figure. This is Merkel. This is the god of the dead.
Oh, Merkel. Okay. So there's nothing going on with the statue. Nothing hidden around it.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't appear to be enchanted or magical in any way.
All right, Ignotus is gonna get the fuck out of here then.
All right. Would Ignotus like to go ahead and join the party? I can go ahead and just move you there quick if you want.
Yep, please.
All right. I'll move you over here, and I'll collect Old Orc. And we're gonna come over here. Probably should not have taken you that exact way. Oh well. Whoops. All right. So now we are all together. What do we do?
There's a door here.
Guardian looks at the puddle of blood where he got up from, and then sees that there's a door to his left, and so he wants to open it.
All right. Go ahead and make me, or actually, it might be good if Magmar, because I know he's got thieves' tools. I don't think you've even got the thieves' tools, Mr. Guardian.
I can thieve those tools with
Don't.
those abandons there.
I just wanted to try it. I didn't want to pick a lock. I just wanted to open the door. I just wanted
make me a strength check.
I just wanted
We'll see if you've got got really good strength this time.
I just wanted to push to pull the doorknob and see what happened.
Oh, it's locked.
He rolls a nat 20 and just rips.
It just rips the door off the hinges on accident and just yeah, so yeah, you pull on it and you're like, it appears to be locked.
Can I see if Johnny Cash is stronger? Because this would just be funny.
Sure, you can give it a shot.
Hell yeah.
I think it's funny how Magmar pulls out all his pick-locking tools.
Yeah,
And people are just sitting here is this thing locked? You're weaker than Guardian. You try to pull the door and you actually pull yourself up toward it and you're like, eh.
Can Daddy try now? She's a step aside.
All right, roll me a strength check, level 20, to accidentally rip the door off its hinges with like freakish, like Vivian B. Adams strength.
Shout out Vivian B. Adams.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you do
BBBA.
not accidentally.
But
rip
we
the
do
door
know
off its
Daddy's
hinges.
stronger than Johnny Cash.
Can we just all try? Let's just all try.
Okay, Kenzo. You notice you got a 14. You didn't do it, Kenzo. Everyone's like, hang on, it's loose now.
Roll that strength, Kenzo. Come on.
Jesus.
Nice.
Old Orc walks up and he says, everybody stand back.
He rolls the lowest. I'm gonna die.
rolled a one.
Just falls over.
He rolled a 1.
Old Orc is still hungover, dude. Like, he's like, oh,
I look
you
over
guys
at
never drank that much last night.
I look over at Old Orc and I just go, because I rolled a 7.
He's like, Magmar, you're the only one.
Gets mad.
Magmar, I don't even think he's gonna try. He's gonna be like acting like you guys are fucking stupid and is just gonna try to pick the lock.
All right, roll me a sleight of hand check
We are all inspired.
at a 10 or higher. There you go. So
Nice,
Magmar, you're like kind of like you look at that thing and you're like, oh, you like grab it, and then you take your little thing and like instantly, and then it just gives in. It is now open.
The illusion of strength.
There's another door.
Oops, now I'm stuck.
I want to open it.
Everybody, roll me a strength check.
Oh my
Just
God.
go ahead and do it, everyone.
Is this door not enchanted like the other one?
That's wrong.
22. I rolled a crit.
Guardian got it. Guardian got it.
I rolled nat
He
20.
rips it off He rips it off the hinges.
So Guardian, basically, what happens is here's a beep boop update for everybody.
Hey, people.
Hey, she's getting big.
She's beeping and booping, dude.
Ugh.
So,
Kenzo
so here's
rips
what
the already open door open.
here's what happens. Kenzo and Guardian, they're watching everybody like pull and like jingle and shake on this door, and then they just like walk next to each other. They're like walking like this, like in the Primus like Winona Had a Big Brown Beaver video, and they just like walk straight through the door like Terminators. Like the door is open.
Oh my god.
So I want to go in and look around.
All right.
I want to examine this thing.
Statue.
Yes.
Make me a religion check. Ten or higher. All right, 17. You recognize this is a monument to Tiamat, one of the evil gods. She is the queen of chromatic dragons that lives on the first layer of hell in Avernus. She has basically been imprisoned there from like a bad deal gone wrong for her with the devil, and her main goal is to make it back to the physical plane to expand her influence.
That's
Johnny
who you worshipped
Cash.
in your first D&D.
Yep, that's it. That is.
Yeah.
I want to try to open this door.
Johnny
Magmar,
Cash, did you ever run into
It's
Tiamat
locked.
when you were in
Tiamat?
Avernus?
Yeah, of course it did. Who has it run into the big T?
You would have never met Tiamat.
Can I roll deception to act like I'm cool?
Yeah, you need to roll me a 15 or higher.
Oh, deception.
Oh wow. You ran into Tiamat? That's
Alright.
crazy.
Yeah, everybody knows the big T in Invertis.
You got the big two T's, if you know what I mean.
She does. She do. She do be having. Oh, what a lot of people don't know. Fun fact: Tiamat does have two P's as well.
Oh god.
Yep.
Glimmer flies up and is like, "Wow, that's crazy." So did you meet her in her like draconic form, or did you meet her in her like mortal form?
It was mortal, but I did ask to see the draconic, and she like shifted it. I got to see her arm.
Oh, interesting.
Can
Alrighty.
I-
Gizmo, come here.
Gizmo flies up to you.
I just have to tell you because you're my favorite here. I'm lying to the rest of them. But can you just go along with it and just act like that's super cool information?
Glimmer looks at you and he says, Johnny, the foundation of any relationship is trust.
That's why I'm trusting you to be on my side with this one.
How can we trust you if you're over here just telling fibs?
Because I've held my end of the bargain with us. This is just a it's just a joke.
You didn't meet Tiamat.
Yeah,
I knew it.
I know better.
I knew you were a liar. Never trusting you again.
I'm a joker. It's fine. All right, I want to open this door.
All right, so as you start to fuck with this door, you realize this one has like the same kind of like magical barrier as the one on the other side of the place did.
I want to break the magic.
All right, you try that and it doesn't work.
Can I try to open these tombs or whatever they are?
So these aren't like tombs. These are just like kind of like cross-shaped effigies.
Okay, so there's nothing special about them. All right.
No.
Can I use my thieves tools on this door?
So the thing is like there's like a force field like literally covering up the lock. So like as you kind of like go in there with your thieves tools, it's like clink, 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 and kind of like shifting up off the side of it.
I got
Oh wait, guys, the Brotherhood people told me that there are arcane barriers. This could be the arcane barrier that they were referring to.
You think one of the keys will work?
I think we need all 6 keys. Also, guys, I was thinking earlier that room with all the bats, there might be a key in there, so we might have to double back there.
Huh.
I got a question, a silly question. Technically, since we have the bag of holding and that portal, is there a gap between the door and the floor, like how you can look under it, like you know how some floor or doors do? Because it's not going to be. There has to be a gap because it'll just drag on the ground, correct?
So these doors are like extremely flush with the floor. Like they are basically like there's not like a gap in between. You know what I mean? They're very like obviously like this was machined in some even Magmar as he's looking at this, he's like this is like really like heavily machined stone.
I was gonna
Magmar's
see
also like slightly like jeez, I forgot the word. Very impressed by that. He's like, wow, they must have had some really good contractors.
because I was gonna see if I can get like the bag of holding or that portal and like widen it under the door and then just lift it and just remove the door.
That is actually the fucking craziest idea I've ever heard.
That's
That's so fucking crazy.
How would you get around the
I love
hinges?
that.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think the bag of holding can take up, like, we know it can take a block of space because we put a human in it. So I'm like, in theory, it's big enough to fit the door.
That's funny. It wouldn't cause like a black hole in like D&D.
I don't know. That's all I was gonna
canon,
ask.
would it?
So the way that would work is if you place the bag of holding in the foldable hole, or
That
vice
would-
versa, that would cause basically everybody within like a 30 to 40 foot radius or whatever it says, to die instantly and get sucked in.
Everybody back up 40 feet.
Yeah, if we're ever in a like a boss fight and there's a lot of room, that would be a fucking sick way to kill the boss.
The problem is you lose both those items and everything that you're storing in the bag of holding.
Well, I mean, if we're desperate, it's a last
Yeah.
resort.
It's definitely there's a reason I gave you the nuke, and it's just in case.
Yeah.
But all right, what do we do?
There's this door down
There's-
here. Is it
There's a
open?
hallway. Yeah,
Alright.
Ignotus may or may not have opened this door and realized that there's some fucking ghouls, or whatever you call them, in there. But there's also a dead Brotherhood guy, so I think we gotta open it and fuck him up so we get the key.
Alrighty. So I'll go ahead and move up Old Orc here. He's like, I'll cover the rear. I'll bring Guardians,
You
Glimmer.
move me up too.
Yeah, I got
It's
you.
fucking up.
All right. So I guess we're all basically just kind of in front of this door. I don't know. Where did Deddy go? I think I've lost track of Deddy.
I'm
Daddy?
underneath Kenzo.
Okay, good. Ooh.
Why are you
All right.
relieved?
Love
move you
I
Daddy.
was so worried. I was so worried what that was under me.
Daddy's like my third favorite person in the group.
All right. So we open the door. The door flies open, and you see 3 ghouls munching on a dead cultist. And we are in a fight. I'm going to go ahead and toggle everybody's combat states, and we will roll initiative, and we will play the song. All right.
Open my door, alien.
All right. First, it is going to be this ghoul here. He kind of like looks and snarls, and he like basically busts out the door, and he's going to try to take a chop out of Ignotus.
Ooh,
And he's gonna miss because Ignotus got that lizard flex. Oh.
Oh.
A 20 does hit.
Wait, hold on a second. What does shield do? Shield gives
Ooh.
me. Well, if the number matches, is it a hit?
Yeah. No,
Okay, well,
if the number matches, it is a hit, yes.
Okay, well then it's worthless. Then. So I'll just let this motherfucker hit me.
You know what you do have, though?
What?
Your portent.
Oh, I do have my portent. What's my portent? It's like 10, right?
I think it's
I
10
think
and
it was.
6. 10 and
Was it 10
6.
and 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I
You used
6
one
for
already.
prep. I'm gonna save the 10 for the boss fight just in case.
All right, perfect. So he's going to take an attack at you, dealing 10 damage.
Oh,
God.
Wow.
No.
You're squishy as fuck. And I made sure
am
to heal
squishy as
everybody
fuck.
up because we all ended that fight in the well last time.
Nice.
So everybody's healed up from that. And that's his turn. Deddy, you're next.
Let me go ahead and move up here,
All right.
and I'm gonna give him the good old 1-2, with my unarmed strike. Fury blows.
Yeah. All right. I think a 13 hits. Yep. Roll me another. All right. 2 damages. 5, 6, 11. All right. So what does that look like?
She just gives him a good old titty twister. How about that? Grab him by the titties.
So you reach out and you grab him by both of the nipples and you twist him right off his body and rip him off, and he goes. And all right, what else do you do?
I can use my nunchucks, right?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
that's because
Yeah.
Flurry of Blows is a bonus action.
Yeah, let's go and do that then.
Perfect. A 10 does not hit.
Okay. Well,
Typical.
I just stand in fear then.
Alrighty. Ignotus, what do you do?
I think I'm gonna back up and heal myself.
The thing is, though, if you back up, you'll provoke an attack of opportunity from him.
All right, well, fuck it, dude. I'm just gonna look this motherfucker in the face, spawn some magic missiles, and shoot him with it.
He doesn't
All
have
right.
any
Shoot him. Yeah, shoot him in his exposed titties.
titties.
2 damage.
Damn, that's not a good magic missile. Come on, magic missile.
Another 2 damage.
Oh, come on.
3. 2, 2, and 3 is 7. So this thing is actually really fucked up. What does that look like?
Well, he just slashed me and he's got his titties out. I'm just like super pissed off. So I just fucking throw my hand up and these magic missiles come down with my hand right onto his titties.
Yeah, you blow up. It turns out that this thing had implants in life, and a bunch of silicon just explodes.
Yeah, I like it. Nice.
All right, Magmar, it is your turn.
I think I'm gonna try and finish off the dude straight in front of me. Are we saying I'm still in a rage, or like, do I need to pronounce that? Like,
I would say at this point you're not in a rage, but you could use your bonus action to put yourself into a rage.
How? I'm trying to see. Do I get that every short rest or long rest? And does that
Short rest.
Okay, then yeah, fuck it. I'm
All
gonna
right.
be really offended by this guy's nipples, and I'm just gonna go off on him.
All right, you are fucking pissed.
All right, so
And you're raging.
Oh, why is it gonna be a net on a fucking?
Damn.
Oh my god. All right, roll me a crit damage. You're probably gonna kill him with this. 13 damage. That kills him. How does that look like?
Well, since I'm just like so angry about his desiccated titties that are all siliconed out, and so I just decide I'm gonna finish the job and just like cave in the middle of his chest, so it's just like an open gaping wound, like all the way straight through the back. Then he explodes.
All right. So you go, and it goes right through him, and then he goes. He's like splatters, like he took too much damage in a video game or something.
Yeah, that was kind of what I was going for.
So he is dead, and you've still got your movement and 1 more of your attacks.
Excellent. So I'm gonna move in through the door to try and take a little bit of. Hang on. Yeah, can't really see, but yeah, I'm gonna scream at this ghoul's face. Oh wait, can I? Since I killed that guy, well, I don't know. Are they capable of being afraid? I'm trying to remember that effect.
Oh yeah, sure. They could totally be afraid. Let me see. I don't. Immunities. They can't be charmed.
Okay, but I can glare.
So
at
yeah,
that's what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna glare at the one straight in front of me, as he, like, kind of like to the side. So like I'll do the one hand axe where it explodes the guy's chest, and like seamlessly I'm like glaring down at this other ghoul, and then I just kind of run up on him.
All right, and he has to make, what is it, a Constitution saving throw?
Yeah, DC 12.
All right, that like really freaks him out, and he's like start kind of like, and he is scared.
Word.
All right,
and I'm also going to do my other attack against him.
All right, roll me an attack. Let me see what that was. That is an 8. It does not hit, unfortunately.
Bummer.
That's all right. I think I'm just
all
gonna,
right.
Yeah, I'll just stay right there. Or actually, wait. Can I move past him? Like, since
you could.
How much since I? Yeah, could I move like? I think I want to move into this corner, and then like everybody should be able to get them when they should focus attack on me. I would think.
Yeah, that's a good idea. All
so
right.
In there.
Next is Glimmer, and he says, "Ignotus, you're hit again." It's like, here, I'll give you one of these. I'm gonna give you 3 little boots of healing.
Appreciate it, little robot.
All right. Next is this guy right here, but he's frightened. He can't move, but he's gonna try to make an attack on you, Mr. Magmar. He's gonna roll a 23. I believe that hits. These guys are rolling really high lately. He's gonna hit you for 13 damage, which we're gonna cut in half. We're gonna say you take 6 damage because you're raging. All right. Next, Johnny Cash. What do you do?
Of course, one is Johnny Cash. do. I'm gonna step forward right here on top of this ghoul.
Uh-huh.
And so so it's boom and boom, correct?
Yeah.
I want to hit him with Open My No Alien.
All right. Place it
Not
down where
really.
you want it to be placed.
Is there another ghoul in there?
There's a total of 2 ghouls in there.
Yeah.
Well, there's a ghast and there's a ghoul.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, a ghast and a ghoul. I forgot
What?
that those are 2 different things. Actually, in this
Where-
guy, his shit's fucked up.
Yeah, he's not showing up. That's why I was confused. I couldn't see him.
Don't
Trey,
worry, I'll
what-
fix this.
What's it called again?
It's called Band of Demons.
Yeah, where's it at?
It's in your features.
Oh, okay, that's why. Okay. There it is. Okay, perfect. Usability. Oh, this is a lot. Oh, that's perfect.
All right, I'm gonna go P reader. Explain what this looks like as the song begins to play.
So I do a little riff of my fiddle, and like a group of demons come out, like with little instruments circling around them. And this is the song they're playing.
While he's gone, where's the other guy?
He said
He's in his other
they-
room.
Yeah. No, they're they're.
What this does is all creatures that start their turn with must do a D saving D4 psychic damage.
You gotta work on that noise gate, brother.
What?
You're like going in and out.
No. You're going in and out.
Ask nicely.
Okay.
Me neither.
All right, I'm back.
So
God,
you can
this
make the other
fun.
guy show up.
Fucking sucks. All right. Where were we? So okay, you cast Band of Demons in there.
Yep. And then
So
we'll
when they
back
begin
up.
their turns, they'll take some psychic damage.
Yeah, they need to roll a 12 or higher charisma throw where they take 1d4 psychic.
Nice. All right. Is that your turn?
I'm gonna re-inspire Ignotus.
All right. So Ignotus, you are inspired by a little fiddle riff that sounds something like that.
Man, love it.
All right. Kinzo, it is your turn. What do you do?
So is this gray guy in front of me still alive?
No, he is dead.
Okay.
The 2 living enemies are in the room on your left.
Okay. So I will move into the room.
Alrighty. Move into the room. Or do you need me to do it for you?
Can you do it for me? My movement's put it up.
There you go. All right. So you're now in the room, and what do you do?
Okay. I'll wait for my laptop to show me that I'm in the room.
Dude, what is the deal with all of your equipment, man? Your shit is fucking up on you constantly.
And it
Don't
costs
you
so
need your
much money,
PC?
Mike. Your PC costs so much money. You dropped so
Okay,
much money on that
so-
thing.
Boom, I'm in the room. And so now that I know that their weakness is their nipples, I do shuriken jutsu at each at the guy in front of me's nipples.
But he's not facing you, though. You might be able to do something even worse.
Ooh.
1,000 years of pain.
I do
That's
need to give you a
exactly
special
right.
attack for 1,000 years of pain.
So what I do is a ninja style backflip or front flip over him, and before I hit the ground, I throw shuriken at his nipples.
Okay, yeah, we can put you right there.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
And
So you
so
throw
I-
your shurikens at his nipples.
And I'm gonna hit it for damage now. Um, Now would this be an advantage because he don't know I'm aiming for his nipples? He's
Yeah, you're
protecting his
also
face, but
you're
I'm coming for the nipples.
you're he's sitting there, he's protecting his like gross tongue because he doesn't have like a bottom jaw. His bottom jaw's been like kind of like torn off. It's kind of like hanging
Mhm.
loosely, and he's got like a
Mhm.
big long like Gene Simmons tongue hanging out.
Mhm.
And you hit him in his nipples. Make me an attack. You need to roll me a 13 or higher. That's a 20. All right, roll me a damage.
I use my scroll to go to the bottom. Which
Mike, I'm gonna send you a
what
mouse.
is that a crit?
No, it's not a crit.
So
It's
20?
yeah, that was not a nat 20. It was 15 plus 8 or
7.
15 plus 5 rather. 7. All right, so that smacks him good, right in the nipples, and it hits him in his nipples. And you reckon, oh wait, the nipples aren't the weakness. They just went for the nipples last time.
Should have went for the gas bucket. I make a mental note to go for the gas bucket next time, and I stay in the offensive stance.
And you still do have your 3 shadow clones too.
Exactly, and so he thought all 3 of us were going for the nipple, so he was really terrified.
Like, wah,
But-
wah, wah, wah.
And so my shadow clone to the left of me said, "You should have went for the gas bucket, Kenzo."
All right, Guardian, you're up.
All right, so I'm gonna move over here now that I can see. Only this one's frightened, or under whatever banded frightened. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody in here is in Band of Demons. So on their beginning of their turns, they'll get hit, except for the homies. But they are that guy right in front of you is frightened though. He's not able to move, but he can take actions within his own space.
I'm gonna cast Firebolt on the one in front of me.
All right, and you'll do so at advantage.
Oh, I already rolled.
You don't even need advantage. Yep, you're good. Roll me a damage.
6.
What does that look like?
I see that Kenzo just leapt over the ghouls and hit him in the nipples, and then one of his shadow clones whispered to him. I couldn't quite make it out, but he looked upset because the ghoul didn't really react that much. So I shout, "Here's some fire!" and I shoot a firebolt at
How's a little bit of fire, Scarecrow? All right, so you blast him. You huck a big fireball at him, and it splashes against his body, and his like kind of like already deteriorating skin starts to like slough off.
His
And
nipples are really
Oldor.
gone.
Yeah. Is that your turn?
Yep.
All right, Oldork is next. He is going to see how far he can go. He's gonna go. Yeah, he can make that. So he's gonna run up in here. I'm pretty sure the hypotenuse is not the way he should go, but that's what we're gonna do here. Okay. So he is he's really excited. He hasn't gotten to fight anybody since the bandit camp when he was sitting on that pile of bodies. So what he's gonna do is he is gonna make his 2 attacks with his hand axe +1s at advantage because you're flanking.
Boy.
Actually, they're not flanking, but we've already kind of done it already. So we'll do another attack. 19, those both hit. Damage normal 3. And damage normal 3. So he does 6 damage to this sucker right here. That is going to be 16. All right, perfect. So he runs up and he goes, "I am Old," and he just takes 2 of his axes and he puts it in these dudes his trapeziuses. It's the same move that he did to Magmar. And next, it is Deddy.
All right. So, after watching Kenzo try to get this man. Is it the one that's right in front of him, or is it the one in the corner that he attacked?
I think
In
he
front.
attacked the one that's directly in front of you.
And he is still alive, correct?
Yes, he's frightened,
But
but
his-
he's alive.
But his
Okay.
nipples aren't.
After
His nipples are fucked up.
after watching that little scenario play out, I take note of the tongue hanging out, and so I'm going to attack him by the tongue with my nunchucks.
All right, roll me an attack at advantage. 20 hits. Roll me a damage. 7 damage. All right. And that is going to be... I'm so bad at math, dude. There we go. He's fucked up. All right, what does that look like?
Take my nunchucks and literally just wrap it around his tongue, and take both nunchucks and kind of like hurl him over my back. So now he's laying flat on his back on the ground.
All right, so basically, here's what happens. You take your nunchucks and you take them by the chains and you grab him real taut against his tongue and you drag, you like force it down as hard as you can with all your might, and it slips out and the tongue goes like, you know, like kind of like spins up and hits him in the face, and he is now on the ground. He is prone. All right, what else do you do?
Let's go in for a curb stomp here.
All right, make me a flurry of blows.
At advantage?
And you'll do this,
Yeah.
yeah, at advantage. 22 hits. $11 does not, unfortunately, because you got to overcome, I think it's a 13 on this guy. Yep. So roll me 1 damage. 4. All right. So you come in and you do like a really fucking vicious curb stomp on this guy. Like, he can't really bite the curb because he's only got the one, he's only got the top part. But you stomp on him and his little teeth like bust out. So he is like severely fucked up at this point. Is that your turn?
Yep, that's it.
All right, perfect. Ignotus, what do you do?
You already know.
The magic missile
Magic missile.
on the prone guy.
Yeah, I'll shoot until he dies.
All right.
He's pretty
Roll
close
me-
to dying, or no?
He's pretty fucked up. Roll me 3 damages.
Let's see.
3.
He's still alive.
Yeah, he's still alive. 5. Okay, that's a big one. That's 8.
Still alive? All right, hold on.
Still alive. 3. That's 11. You're 1 away. You're just 1 away. So how do you kill him? We're just gonna give this one.
Word. Okay. My missiles are gonna like go super fast up to him, but they're gonna stop just right in front of him. They're gonna hover in front of him, and he's gonna like. Oh, wait, he's laying prone, isn't he?
Yeah, he's on the ground. He's gonna like.
Ah, fuck. Yeah. Okay. Well, fuck it. They just go and they fucking just pierce his body and go into the floor.
All right, they kind of like go into the floor after like going straight through him, and he is deceased. All right. Do you do anything else?
I pat Guardian on the ass and I say, "Keep it up, man."
All right, Magmar, what do you do?
If I move forward and like trap this guy in a corner, will other people still be able to attack him, or will like the angle?
Yeah, we can kind of like
Okay,
negotiate our way around that.
Alright,
Yeah.
alright, word. Okay, yeah. Then I'm gonna step up on him and I'm gonna attack him with my.
All
hand.
right. Roll me 2 attacks at advantage. Twelve hits. 23 hits. Roll me 2 damages. 5. 9.
Nice.
So this is another thing I forgot. We gotta add 2 to your damage rolls because you're raging. So you got 7 and 11. That's 18. How does that kill him?
Oh my. Well, I'm just gonna say like I just put my hand axes forward and I just run straight into him and like pin him against the wall.
Yeah, he like you pin him against the wall and he starts going like he's like trying to bite at you. But like his struggles quickly falter, and he falls down dead at your feet, and the crypt falls silent.
I'm gonna pull my axes out of the wall and wipe them off.
Yeah, you wipe. There's like black gross fluid, and you just like wipe them off on your kilt. Who'd
Can
we
I keep
lose?
the nipples
We
with
lost Mike.
me?
Lost
Souvenir?
Mike,
Mike.
yeah.
Yeah, so you I don't know. Those nipples are basically exploded. There's nothing left of the nipples to even
Oh.
take.
Okay.
Dang.
Hey, somebody check that body.
Yeah, is there a key? Can we look around for a key?
Yeah. So Guardian, you can go ahead and inspect that corpse if you want to.
I want to inspect that corpse.
All right. You find a key. It's like a long like stone key with like teeth hanging down from the front of it with a circular base. And it has a foreign number for the number 4 on it.
A foreign number?
X.
It's old Landarothi. You recognize?
So I can read it?
Yep.
Okay.
So now
Cool.
we have keys number 1, 2, 4, and 6.
Hey, Ignotus, do you have the other keys? Can I take a look at them?
Ignotus holds out the keys.
Are they all foreign numbers?
Yep, they're all Landarothi.
Okay.
Well, this one's a 1 in number, this one's a 2 in number, and this one's a 6 in number. Okay.
All right, we have four of 6 keys.
All right.
Keep it rolling.
I want to see what's behind door number 2.
Door number 2.
All right, bust open that door.
There's a
What do you
thing. A monster.
There's a thing. You look inside. There is a gnoll in there, shivering and cold. And he looks at you and starts to like growl.
Like, hey, are you a prisoner?
He goes,
What? Where's is Lamb? Lamb's. Oh no, he's afraid right now, isn't he?
he's
in the corner.
comatose.
Yeah.
You guys are like kind of like weekends at burning him around. I'm actually gonna bring it up to you guys.
Yo, Fiddlefinger, can you talk to this guy? Fiddlefinger can talk to animals, right? Does it count for this?
This is not an animal you're talking to.
It's a gnoll.
This is a sentient being.
Bro, animals are shit here.
Hey, Ikak, can you talk to this guy?
He's like convulsing and he's got like foam coming out of his lips.
Or incorrect. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Hey, Johnny Cash, can you charisma this guy? You're pretty good at talking to. We can't hear you. Pretty good at talking to things.
Before we move forward, Guardian, he make me an advertisement roll.
A what?
An advertisement roll.
What? Where's that?
You
in
dingus
ChatGPT.
dongus! Do
Hello
the
Fresh, bro.
Hello Fresh!
Hold on, let me help you out.
Are you for real looking for it? That's funny.
That's hilarious.
We need an ad read. Come on, the song is playing, bro. Come on.
I don't think you can breathe right now.
That gets like that fucking 4K camera is showing me a big vein popping out of your head,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh my god.
Kyle was frantically looking at his player sheet, like, where is advertisement?
Okay.
All right. Well, he's still laughing. All right. While you do this advertisement, I'm gonna go get a whiskey. I'm gonna be right back. You better hurry, Kyle.
HelloFresh, it's so funny. It's great. Y'all should get HelloFresh. Use my link. Here, I'm gonna just for fun. There's my advertisement roll. Didn't do very good. 6.
Cracker Bats.
Oh man.
They're good. If you don't get HelloFresh, then fuck you.
Oh man. All right, Fiddlefinger, you want to use your charisma to chill this guy out?
You know, raise him up.
Whatever the fuck you're gonna say.
Yeah. I'll wait for Trey to come back.
Yeah. All right, we finished the ad roll.
Right. All right, perfect.
I rolled a 6.
So like,
I'm gonna roll Riz person on this knoll.
all right, Riz person. What does he have to do?
That's real good.
Right.
You attempt to charm a humanoid you can see within range. It must make a wisdom saving throw, and does so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting it. So we're not fighting it, so it's not.
Mhm.
If it fails the saving throw, it is charmed by you until it ends. The charmed creature rewards you as friendly acquaintance. When the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed.
All right, he needs to make a wisdom saving throw. What is the saving throw?
Let's see.
14.
14.
Yeah.
14.
17.
I am inspired.
That doesn't affect him though. That's his saving throw.
All right, let's just send Oldor
What?
in to look
Can
around.
Ignotus use his portent?
I could use my portent, but is it worth it? Like, we should save it for the boss.
I don't know.
I'm gonna let you guys in on a little bit of behind the scenes stuff here. I kind of forgot this guy was here. I made him specifically for Ignotus, or not Ignotus, for Lamb. So here's what's gonna happen. He realizes how fucking amazing a deal HelloFresh is, and he's really hungry. And the thing is, like, he only knows how to speak Null, so he doesn't share any language with you guys. But he feels really super duper hardcore compelled to go get some HelloFresh. So he's actually gonna run up out of here in a crazy stupor. He's gonna sniff Lamb real quick, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, he's probably definitely gonna die." And then he leaves to go order some HelloFresh,
Sweet.
and he is gone.
Hey, don't forget to use my promo code. All right, and don't
Here.
use honey.
You hear like hyena laughing in the background, like.
Can I inspect the room, inspect the skeleton?
Yeah, so you look down and there's a skeleton in front of you.
Is there? I want to inspect everything, just make sure there's no like hidden things or.
Like a key.
Roll me
Item.
a perception check at advantage.
Is perception next to advertisement?
It's
Yeah,
pretty
it's
close.
right
Yeah.
next to advertisement. Yeah, that's the number you needed. Actually, that's funny. You look
Nice.
around, and one thing that you notice is this skeleton is like abnormally large. This is like a 10-foot tall skeleton.
Okay, interesting.
That
Big
don't
ass
count.
skeleton in here, guys.
Big? How big? Wow, that's pretty big.
Yeah,
What's that big?
pretty.
I guess you could say that he's big boned.
Yeah. He's missing
Alright.
one bone though. Let's go.
Don't worry, I'll give it to him.
All
What
right.
did we do? What did we see? So, like, I don't know if you guys have paid a ton of attention to this, but if you guys look to your right, those of you that are kind of like in this middle hallway here, y'all see some cultists in a large room with no door.
Did they hear us when I was yelling at
Hallway.
the null? Did they hear the ad read?
So, like, you actually listen in kind of closely, and you hear like, "Yesu Domine Dona eis requiem.
Oh,
They are all busy chanting.
Thinking with hope.
Hey, notice you should know what's going on in there based off any news that you may have heard that we definitely didn't hear.
Yep. There's a devil that was summoned. There's some guys trying to open up a door to get to the Book of the Dead, but they need all the keys, so I'm not sure what they're chanting for. I'm still dressed as a Brotherhood guy. Can I just walk up in there?
So I will say this. Okay, we can say that because you've got that as a cantrip, right?
Indeed, yeah.
Yeah. So you are now a member of the cult.
Word. Okay.
Because like earlier, like if you would have walked up in there as a cult member, like your homies wouldn't have recognized you. So that's just how it's gonna work. But yeah, you functionally you are totally. I'm just trying to make it make sense canonically.
All right, yeah. I'm just gonna just go to the end of the hallway and see what's going on here.
Hey, can I disguise myself and go with them?
Everybody who has disguise. So like here's the deal. Is that like Johnny Cash, Fiddlefinger, Kinzo, and Ignotus all have the ability to disguise themselves. Kinzo is also dressed up as one of these guys because he stole that guy's cloak, as you can clearly see from his token.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do you guys want to do? I mean, I feel like we
Oh,
should
I'm
check
giving
other-
I'm giving Mike like hardcore clues as to what he can do, and he's not even here. Oh shit! I just realized.
What's there's some doors right here, guys. Do you want to
Yeah, we want to check
peek
out the
in?
doors first.
Can we check out the doors without alerting like everyone?
Yeah. So like
Okay.
Ignotus, like basically what you see is you walk up in here and you see like 6 cultists. Their eyes are rolled up in the back of their head and they're all throat singing. They're going Jesu Domine dona eis requiem. And like you honestly, like as you walk in here, you feel kind of sick. Like you feel like your stomach is kind of like queasy. Like you recognize like this is like an incantation of pure evil that they are incanting right now.
I know what they're doing. I know what they're doing.
Oh. I want to walk back to the group and say they're doing some fucking dark shit in there, boys.
As soon as you like cross the precipice of that door, like you're like you feel so much better.
I think I heard all what you said. I think me and Braden should walk in there and sneak into the ritual.
Oh, perfect. So you had your AirPod in the
Yeah.
whole time. Perfect.
Yeah. I'm
Nice.
thinking of
Excellent.
DoorDash.
I was scared that you didn't hear any of that shit I said.
Hey,
I think Notice is
can
down for that.
I'm down for it for sure. Can I take my potion? Like, do we have to be in combat for me to do that? Can I just
No,
go ahead and
you can take a potion at any time.
Gonna take this thing if I can find. All right, what do we want to do? We want to check out these doors and then we can sneak in. How are we gonna do?
Yeah. Can we open this door? Right here.
Which one do you want to open? Sure, you can open that door.
Yeah, peek
What do
in.
you
Can I
see?
get it?
I see a person.
All right. So you see this guy. He is like clad in like full like iron armor. He's like laying on the ground and he's like kind of like quiet and delirious.
Hey. Hello. Are you a prisoner?
He says, who the fuck are you?
My name's Guardian. We're here looking for some keys. Why are you here?
He's like so confused right now. Roll me a perception check. And Ignotus, I'll give you your 6 points of healing here. You're gonna get 14 health total.
Get that bit.
sir.
All right, you needed a 10. So you notice he has the red handprint on his breastplate. This guy is a member of the Bandits of the Carabinus.
Oh.
Can we
What?
shut the door and can I go behind him while guarding question with my rapier to his throat?
You could, yeah.
Is that okay
So-
with you, Guardian?
Yeah. Yeah. So
Shut
why
the door.
are you here? Why are you locked in a cell?
I was sent to. He's like so like out of it. He's like lethargic. He's like, you look down and you realize this guy's lost a lot of blood. His skin is like a sickly pallor. He's like kind of like shifting in and out of consciousness. There's not much you're gonna be able to get out of him at this state.
Yeah. I think
Can we kill him?
I think we can just go ahead and kill him.
You
Think
don't
you should
want
go
to
ahead and
kill
kill
him
him.
and try and get information.
No, that's gonna use a spell slot. I don't have time for that.
I slit his throat.
All right, he is dead.
Can I run his pockets? What does he got in him?
He actually doesn't exist for some reason. That's so fucked up. Hang on, let me put him down real fast. It's saying that his data is gone. I must have deleted him at some point.
Oh, I found a key.
You didn't find a key though. So we're gonna delete this sucker, and we're gonna put him right back. Okay, great. So you find on him a long sword, a short sword, a heavy crossbow, and you find 35 gold.
I'll take the gold and the crossbow.
All right, so let me give you his crossbow.
Wait, can I use the crossbow?
We'll see. I think you can use the crossbow. Let me give it to you. Hold on. Players. And there you go. Should be in your inventory. And you get 35 gold.
We rich. We rich. We out here. We out in this bit.
All right.
Can I open the door at the bottom?
So you give it a good shake. It's locked.
Can I unlock it?
Make me a
With my
dexterity
things
check.
to lose?
Make me
Oh.
a dexterity check at advantage. You need to roll me a 13 or higher.
Oh, there it is. You said advantage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're all blanking.
All right. 20. The door is unlocked.
Hell yeah. I'm kind of like, I pull like my little lock pick out or whatever, and I kind of blow on it, you know, like a
Yeah.
thing.
Like, I'm too bad. And like as you're like kind of like blowing off the thing, you see Reznov up here beside you, and he says, "Well done, Mason. You are doing great. Continue exploring this facility. But remember, Claven Brassborn must die."
I kind of like
Oh,
zone out for a second and look back over my shoulder. Everybody thinks there's like some. Everybody's kind of aware, I think, at this point that there's something a little off with Magmar, but like they're like don't want to bring it up.
All right. So what do you guys see as you open up this door?
Oh, shit.
Shitload of
See some skeletons.
Yeah.
So like as you open this door, like these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 skeletons kind of like materialize up from the ground. And we are now all in a fight. Let me toggle combat state.
God damn, that's right. Should just kept the door locked.
I know.
There better be some good loot in here, man.
I swear to God.
All right. Kinzo,
Crazy.
you're up. Hang on. Kinzo, figure out what you want to do real quick. I'm gonna go pee and make myself another whiskey yet again.
All right.
And we will begin this fight as soon as I return.
I've never gone first.
Yeah, we rolled the same number, Mike, but you got 1st, so that's kind of crazy.
Good Black History Month.
No, that was February.
Every
You
month.
saying I
Black
can only have
History
one
Month.
month, Cal? Thank you, Braden. Braden gets it. He's married to a Latina.
Sure.
Oh my god.
You're right, Mike. I apologize. I resubmit my application to the cookout.
We threw away your first one. There's no need. You and Rita are not allowed.
What's your game plan, Mike?
I don't know, man. I'm just gonna fucking run in there. Me and my shadow clones.
I think it's funny how we all kind of have like typical things. You know, like Magmar is like, Magmar is gonna get pissed off and swing his axes. And then like Kyle's is like inflict wounds. Mine are the missiles. Yours are the clones. I guess Justin, I don't really know what his are. He kind of switches it up.
He plays
I really
music.
do my best.
He either shoots a gun or
Daddy-
plays music.
Yeah, Daddy's always like Bruce Lee and people.
Yeah. Pulling out the nunchucks and the flurry of blows.
Listen, my anger is
back.
nuanced, okay?
All right, Ginzo, what are we doing?
So I'm gonna use Shuriken Jutsu
All right,
to pop up.
where do you want to place that? That's gonna do 2d4 to everybody.
Exactly in the room, and I'll teleport to each, launch an attack, and I'll line, to each one of them.
So where do you want to end up?
So there's one by this cage. 1, 2, 3. I want to end up behind the last one. Do you want me to go ahead and move my person there?
Yeah, go ahead and move your person there, but you can only hit 3 people at a time with Shuriken Jutsu.
Yeah, there's only 3 people in here, right?
Nope.
No, it's 5.
Yeah, there's 5.
Okay. Oh shit.
3
Oh
and
shit.
3. That's a total of 6. So who are we attacking? Which 3 people are we hitting?
I'm gonna move so you see what I'm doing, right?
Okay.
So we're gonna hit him, and then we're
All
gonna
right.
go him, and
Okay.
then we're gonna go him. Oh shit, I'm off the fucking map. Then we're gonna go him. It's gonna like go boom, boom, boom.
All right. So you basically take your shuriken and they just like basically they come under fire from like a hailstorm of shuriken, and it hits all 3 of them, and they're all very, very wounded. And then you are behind this one, and I believe shuriken juice, is that an action or a bonus action?
It's an
It's a bonus action. Hang on, let me make sure that you're not just telling me fibs. Shuriken Jutsu, Recovery SR. Okay, it doesn't say.
Yes.
We are
Those
officially
the
we are
bonus
officially ruling that it's a bonus action. So you've got your attack
Perfect.
left.
Nice. Perfect. And so I pop up behind this last skeleton, and I slash my kunai across his C2, which should paralyze him from the neck down.
All right, that would be really good if this guy was anything other than bones. So he won't be paralyzed. Roll me 2 attacks. You won't do this with your shuriken though, unless you want to.
No,
I'm
sorry.
With your kunai.
I didn't mean kunai. I meant my glaive.
Your
I slash him
glaive.
across the.
Roll me.
My glaive.
Your cat's in your
Yeah, no, she fucking does this shit all the time. She fucking she's got a whole bowl of water in the other room, but she's too fucking lazy to go there, so she drinks out of my cup. It's so annoying. I keep on telling her to stop.
Sorry.
It's evil beat boop. Anyway, I'm sorry. So make me a glaive attack. 13 hits. Roll me a damage. That's the number you needed, actually. You targeted everybody for some reason. All right. So how does that kill him?
So once I teleport, he's like, "What the fuck?" And so, but I'm behind him, and so I spin my glaive across my head, and I go across his C2. Which shouldn't paralyze him, and it don't paralyze him. It fucking kills him. And that's how it goes.
You basically, so you take your glaive and you put it against this C2. You slash the shit out of it, and it breaks it. And I don't know what a C2 is, but and basically the entire set of bones before you falls to ground, and is no more.
Guardian knows what the C2 is.
What's the C2? Can you point to it on your body?
It's okay. Oh, I see.
Should be on your spine, right over there.
Mm-hmm. When I get into a defensive position with my glaive.
All right. Next is Guardian. What do you do?
All right. I move up a little bit, get a better look at the room, and then on this fella right here, I cast Sacred Flame.
All right, you'll do so at advantage. Or he'll do
he
it
has to,
at disadvantage.
He has to make 13. Okay.
He made a 14.
That is sad.
At disadvantage. So
that's crazy.
So you call down your Sacred Flame, and it does fucking nothing. It kind of like fizzles out a little bit.
My connection to the light is being messed by Johnny Cash. I gotta get away from this guy.
All right, so this Skeleman right here, he's gonna run up to Guardian. And he's gonna make a short sword attack.
Weak.
Does not hit. All right, next is Magmar, or I'm sorry, Johnny Cash. What do you do?
Well, I'm gonna walk past. Whoops. Can you move me? I accidentally went behind him. I want to move right here.
I got you. We'll move Magmar like right here for the time being.
Oh, I was gonna go right here. Yeah, and then I'll take out my my gun and I want to point it at the skull's head and shoot.
Do so at advantage.
I think I'll do that.
Hits. Give me some damage.
I gotta scroll down. There it is.
Seriously, that's all you're gonna do?
Can it be a crit? Because I'm aiming at his head. I'm like in blank range.
Nah, this is what you do. So you blast a hole directly through his eye socket, and it busts out the other side. And you're like, man, maybe I probably shouldn't have shot him in his eye socket. Maybe there's not enough bone there to actually hurt.
And then I'm gonna push him.
All right. We're gonna do a strength roll off. You need to beat me a 12.
Oh boy. And I did this at advantage, right? Since still.
You'll do this at advantage because you're flanking. Yes. 23. All right, that's a big ass fucking strength roll. So you can move him 10 feet, so that's 2 squares. So you can move him here. You can move him here.
Or here, right?
That would be 3. You can move him here. Or wait, no.
Good damage.
So you can only move him this way and this way. Because of the way you're oriented right now.
That way.
Oh, I can't push him like this.
No, because you're kind of putting your back into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll push him. You said it could be here. That would be 2, or here.
You can move him.
We're counting this square as 1. Okay, yeah.
No, so it's like you can either move him here or you can move him to right here. Oops, yeah, sorry. Right there.
Put him right there.
All right. What else do you do?
I laughed because I was surprised by my own strength.
All right. This skeleton doesn't like that at all. He's gonna make. Actually, you know what? Here's what he's gonna do. He's gonna go back. He's gonna make a short bow attack against you.
All right, bet
6 does not hit.
that's fine. But he still shot at me. I want to catch it and throw it back at him.
It only works if it does damage.
Oh.
All right, next, Magmar. What do you do?
I guess I'm gonna do like a little somersault over Guardian, little flip. I'm gonna go this way, and I'm gonna square up on this guy right here.
All right, and you gonna make some melee attacks?
Yeah, I'm gonna do some hand axe attacks.
Roll me 2 attacks. 23 hits. Is that a crit?
Yeah, bro, let's go.
All right.
I only
Wait
keep
a
doing
minute, you're
crits
still
on dumb
raging. You're
shit.
still raging, though.
Yeah, so he's got to
So,
pass.
We need to roll
Yeah.
a d20 to see if you roll an 18 or higher. You've got to be fucking kidding me.
Did it do it?
20?
Let's go.
Let's
bro.
go, man.
All right, how do you kill this guy?
Let's see. I guess he was so impressed by my somersault over Guardian that he kind of like was like, "Whoa!" And then like I do I kind of slide underneath his legs and I just like chop up through him as I'm sliding underneath his legs.
All right, and he like deteriorates to bone dust on that one. And if you want to, so we'll say that was your crit, and you can also move to any of these other characters here and do some damage to them too.
Word. Can I glare at one of them?
You can definitely glare at one.
Yeah, let's glare at this dude closest to Fiddlefinger over there by the cave.
He needs to make a DC 12 Constitution saving throw.
Correct.
19. So he is not afraid.
That's fair. He is a skeleton. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up on this dude in front of me.
All
Do I get
right.
to count my 23 roll.
Yep. So that'll hit. Roll me a damage.
Word.
6. All right. He is severely fucked up.
Don't I get the +2?
Oh, you do actually. So he is really severely fucked up.
Excellent. And yeah, I feel satisfied. I'm in my turn there.
All right. Next is Ignotus. What do you do?
Ignotus is kind of like leaning on the door in the entryway, just like with his eyebrows raised, like wow, like super impressed by what Magmar just did. And then he's gonna casually shoot some magic missiles.
At whom?
I'm gonna shoot it. Hopefully this one kills the one in front of Magmar. We'll see.
All right. Roll me a damage. We'll see. We'll just attack him until he's dead.
That worked.
He's dead.
Nice. Okay. I wanted just to shoot his head right off. And then
All right. So you send a magic missile and it hits him right at like the base of his neck. And it, boom! His skull flies up in the air, and his body, his bones, like descend to the floor. All right, you've got 2 more magic missiles.
2 more. I'm gonna shoot the
3.
guy farthest south.
Farthest south. Okay.
7. So
That's
I want.
exactly what you needed. How did that kill?
Oh, perfect, dude. Okay. I want to go straight for his pelvis. Is that the bone? And just
That's-
fucking yeah, fuck him up, and he just collapses.
Right. So like you send some magic missiles, the remaining 2, they go and they just destroy his pelvis, and he like kind of like falls to the ground as like a upper torso and starts crawling towards you, but then he like dematerializes. The bones, whatever life force was holding these bones together, has dissipated. And now, what else do you do? You decide to move or?
No, I'm just gonna chill here.
All right, Deddy, you're up.
Right, so I've been in this hallway talking shit with Glimmer about Fiddlefinger being a liar. And I've been hearing this commotion, so I'm gonna decide to see what's going on. I'm gonna go up to this guy here. This is the last one that's alive, right?
Yeah.
let's go ahead and do some nunchucks here.
A 6 does not hit.
Oh.
You gotta overcome a 13 or higher.
Hmm. Let's do. Oh, I'm gonna take that embarrassment and go in the corner here.
All right, so you're gonna use your bonus action to do something called Step of the Wind. That'll use 1 key point, and you'll be able to go away without triggering an attack of opportunity, unless you just want to try to tank it.
No, we're gonna do step at the one.
All right,
I like what
so
you
you
said.
get away. Next, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, next is Glimmer, and he's gonna go. Let's see, what is he gonna do? He's gonna go up to Magmar. He's gonna go, Magmar, you're hit, and he's gonna give you a little bit of healing. He's gonna give you 4 of healing.
Excellent.
So you're feeling pretty good. All right. Finally, it is the skeleton here, and he is going to run up here and make a desperate attack at Guardian, or not Guardian. I'm sorry, Johnny Cash.
No, he's not.
He's gonna try. He's gonna roll a 16. Does that hit?
I'm pretty sure it does.
It does.
Yeah.
3 damage. All right. So he runs up to you and he takes a big stab at your short sword, or with his short sword rather, and he's gonna kind of jab you in the gut. It's not gonna hurt that bad though. It's definitely bleeding, but you're slightly wounded.
Yeah, I flexed right before you hit.
Yeah. All right, Kenzo, you're up. Mike, you're muted.
Perfect. This is exactly what I've been waiting for. The enemies are dwindling, increasing. So what I do, look at the scene, and there's only one guy left, right?
Yep, it's the guy right in front of Johnny Cash and Guardian and Deddy and Ignotus. So whatever you do, you'll do so at advantage.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna sit on the table and let them do it. But so what I'll do, I'm gonna hop on the table, just so I can have more airtime.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna leap off the table and jump on his back.
All right, he is now grappled.
And I don't know what this is, but I would like to try to rip his head off.
All right, roll me a. We're gonna do a strength roll off here. Hang on, let me do one thing real quick. I need to pick a different rage icon. We're gonna do. We're gonna do one of these. There we go. All right, so we're gonna do a strength roll off. You need to overcome a 18.
This is the advantage, right? Because we're flinching.
Yeah. So you do not pull his head off. You're still on his back though. You've got your action left. We'll count that as a bonus action.
So for my action, I would like to douse him in oil and jump off his back.
That would be a bonus action
little.
to douse him. I'll tell you this: he's quite weak. If you hit him with like 2 of your kunai attacks, he will probably die.
Okay. So that's what I would like to do. In each one of his bone nipples, do a kunai attack.
All right, you'll do so at advantage. Roll me 2 kunai attacks. You need to overcome a 13 or higher. That is not hit. That one does hit. Roll me 1 damage. Seven. That is exactly what you needed. Thank God for that. All right. How does that? So you kill him. Whatever life force was
So,
holding the skeleton together falls to the ground. Well, how does that look?
so I get both my kunai and I aim for his nipples, but in my excitement, instead of the nipple in my left, I go through his rib cage, missing the critical nipple. But my right goes straight through the bone nipple, um, which makes him crumble into a pile of bone dust.
All right. So he crumbles into a pile of bone dust, and then the crypt falls silent. Ignotus, make me an Arcana check. You need to roll me a 10 or
word.
higher.
Give me a second. Arcana.
It's next to advertisement.
Yeah. What do I need to roll?
What did I say? A 10 or higher?
10 or higher.
I don't
Let's do
remember.
it.
I think it's 2 or higher.
Fuck.
Damn. Damn.
Damn. Can I get a mulligan, dude?
You
got
used
your
your
port.
inspiration earlier.
You got your port. That's a 10.
Wait, no. Johnny inspired me. Remember?
That is right. We need to roll, what is it, a d6? Then we'll add that to it.
Yes, a D6. So we need a 3 or higher.
I got a d6 right here.
Let's
Come
go.
on, come on.
That is a 6. I don't know if you
Let's
see
go.
that.
Nice.
All right. You almost feel something tugging at your chest, and it says, here. Here.
I want to walk towards whatever's pulling me.
All right.
What?
You feel yourself being led in this direction at the rib cage, sitting here on top of this like torture device.
All right, can I inspect what's going on? I also want to make a comment to the group and say, guys, either I'm having a heart attack or there's some powerful magic.
Yeah.
You look
it's a heart
down.
attack.
This here rib cage has an amulet around it, kind of like hanging limply through the rib cage. And it like you feel your heartbeat. You can hear like kind of like dissonant whispers in your ears. What do you do?
I want to carefully reach in and grab the amulet.
All right. So you grab the amulet, and here's what happens. Your vision goes black, and you feel like the coldest sensation you've ever felt, in your entire life. And you hear like the whispering of the dead in your ear. You recognize that this statue right here, or this amulet you picked up, is enchanted, and like you feel something kind of like coldly enter your heart, and then you recognize that you have some increased knowledge.
Oh, word.
You have a new cantrip. Would you like to look in your...
Dude, let's go, bro. I can now speak with the dead. Awesome.
All right. So what does that do for the class?
Yeah, let's just read it. All right. You grant the semblance of life and intelligence to a corpse of your choice within range, allowing it to answer the questions you pose. The corpse must still have a mouth and can't be undead. The spell fails if the corpse was the target of the spell within the last 10 days. Until the spell ends, you can ask the corpse up to 5 questions. The corpse knows only what it knew in life, including the languages it knew. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive, and the corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer if you are hostile to it or it recognizes you as an enemy. The spell doesn't return the creature's soul to its body, only its animating spirit. Thus, the corpse can't learn new information, doesn't comprehend anything that has happened since it died, and can't speculate about future events. Cool.
All right. So like as you grab this amulet, you recognize like as you hold it in your hand that the base of it is made out of dragon bone and it's got a ruby in the center, and it crumbles in your hand and sort of like absorbs into your heart. and now you feel this increased vigor that you can now speak to the dead.
Hell yeah.
Um,
Ignotus is like super giddy, but he's trying to just like maintain it to look cool in front of everybody.
Make me a charisma check.
Oh shit. Okay. What do I need to roll?
You need to roll me a 12 or higher.
Oh.
Yeah, you're holding it in. You're like you like kind of like want to go like,
Yeah.
but like you're like, these people still don't know me that well.
Hey, Ignotus, before Kenzo, you and I go in there, do you want to go talk to that dude we killed? But
Sure.
disguise yourself as a member of the band of the Carabinus, so he doesn't lie to you.
Actually, I kind of think it'd be more beneficial to go talk to the dead Brotherhood guy that had the key. What do you think?
Oh yes. Oh yeah, that's actually yeah. And then we could just all be disguised as the Brotherhood people.
I think what Braden's talking about is talking about that talking to the dead guy with all
No,
them
getting
gas
eaten by
and
the
ghouls.
ghouls. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I know who he's talking about.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, I
All
pay
right.
attention.
All right, fuck it. Let's see what happens. So, can everyone hear like what the dead is saying, or only me?
Oh, totally. Yeah, you're just the only one capable of like compelling him to answer questions.
I will say this though, if you can't look like a member, if we're all in there, he'll be suspicious. And the thing did say it can lie to us. So if we
It
look
can
like
only-
a member,
It can lie, but like the only being that it will ever recognize ever is Ignotus.
so even if he's disguised, it will still only recognize him as Ignotus.
No. Like if he's disguised, he's disguised. But like
Oh, but
he's
everybody
not
could
going.
be in there. It's not recognizing everybody else in the room.
Yeah, no, he is
Okay.
specifically channeled to Ignotus. You know what I
Oh,
mean? Like
yeah.
y'all can be up in there, but he is like only recognizing. Like basically, what's happening is like the like leftover like neural material in this like decaying corpse.
Yeah.
Is like being compelled to puppet around this dead body to answer questions. So like the only person he can recognize is the one that's like compelling him to speak. So like he's just not going to see you guys basically. As far as he's concerned, he's in a black void with nothing but him and Ignotus in whatever state he's in right now.
All right, let's try it. Let's practice this out.
All right. What does it look like when you cast Speak to the Dead?
I don't really know, man. You tell me.
I'm going to let you think about it while I go pee. I'm so sorry. I got a weak bladder tonight.
Fuck, I don't know, dude. I feel like I should like speak some kind of like dead language, you know, like a Latin language, you know.
You'd be like those people who like speak in tongues in those churches with the snakes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Have, like,
just say
some
some
kind of,
like
yeah, like some kind of like beam like streaming from it. You know what I mean? Some kind of like greenish. I don't know, something like that.
yeah, I like that. Yeah, some kind of like aura
Why?
coming out like of my.
Why do you need to speak in a different language?
I just think it'd be cool, dude. It's mysterious, man.
Yeah, but the dead person wouldn't understand
Summon
you.
a spell, man.
I'm saying to like initiate it, you know, like
Oh.
a spell. Yeah, you see what I mean?
Oh,
All right, I'm back.
like it's Leviosa, that kind of spell.
Exactly. Yeah, that kind of spell. Yeah.
All right, so what does it look like when you cast Speak to the Dead on this guy?
This is Jacob's idea, so I don't want to take his
Whatever.
thunder, man. No, we're gonna say it's like I'm gonna say some kind of like I don't know, some kind of word that like is cryptic, like some word from a dead language or something. And like my whole like this whole region's gonna
Your
like
visage.
yeah, it's gonna like let's just say like a darkness surrounds me, and like this kind of like green dark aura, like whatever like is coming out of my mouth as I'm talking, you know? Maybe like there's like just this like green light coming like from my throat or something.
All right, so you've got like a green light like coming out of your throat, and you're like hanging your mouth open, and basically like you've got your eyes closed, you've got green glow coming out of your mouth, and you're speaking, but your mouth isn't moving, but everybody can hear it.
Oh,
And
interesting. Nice.
as you start to like to channel this energy, there's like black fog coming between your mouth and the corpse. The corpse like lifts up off the ground, and his mouth opens, and green glow comes out of it, and his eyes actually are open with a green glow coming out of it. And he just kind of is like floating about 3 feet up off the ground, limply.
All right, 5 questions. What was your goal here?
To find the keys.
What were you gonna do with the keys?
Dispel the magic barrier.
Why did you want the Book of the Dead?
To move the fog.
Why would you want to move the fog?
To open up the trade routes for our allies, the bandits of the Carabinus.
Oh, I have a question, Braden.
All right, yeah, it's the last question. So whisper it in my ear.
Who would he give the Book of the Dead to?
That's a great question. Who would you give the Book of the Dead to?
Valerian. And then
Damn
like
it.
as you ask that final question, the body like kind of like falls down limply to the floor.
All right, that was.
Learned nothing new.
Yeah, learn nothing new.
Oh,
Shitty
is
questions.
Valerian the devil?
No, Valerian is of the boss of the Brotherhood of Dawn, this cult.
Why didn't I ask what was Valerian's weakness or some shit about Valerian? All right. I just want to walk out of the room going, stupid, stupid, stupid.
Wait, oh wait, he doesn't have the amulet because it's imbued in him now, right?
Yeah, it's up in his chest.
Because I was going to ask, hypothetically, if it was an amulet, could each of us wear it and essentially have another set of questions for this dude?
Specifically why it went up into his chest, actually.
And also, you can't do it on the same target if it's within 10 days.
Within 10 days, yeah.
I would just put him in a refrigerator that's in my bag of holding, and then we'll get him out.
You put him in the bag of holding.
Can we talk to the Carabinus guy?
Yeah, we can try the Carabinus guy.
Maybe he knows something. Maybe this is actually his house.
Can you move me, Trey? I'm stuck under Icarus.
Use your arrow keys.
Don't yell at me.
All right. I want to consult the group. All right. What do we think, guys? What are the best questions to ask?
It was Valerian. What's his weakness?
Questions. Valerian.
Is he a grower or a shower? Is he like like the important things?
Well, we need to know if he's working with the
That's
band.
not vague at all.
We need to know if he's working with the dudes, because he's with the band of Carabinus, and these are the cultists. So if we just start asking about Valerian, he may not even know Valerian or care about him as much, or know much about him.
He's in a jail cell for a reason.
But he's allies. They're allied.
Everybody make me an intelligence check. You need to roll me a 16 or higher.
At advantage, right?
No.
We all put our head together. Group activities make us stronger.
Ignotus knows it.
That's all we need. We just need one person.
That's
all right. Ignotus, you recognize. You remember this door wasn't even locked. He wasn't a prisoner.
Oh, that's right.
But I wonder how he died.
Yeah,
It's probably one of those skeletons.
Or he could have been
I
Yeah,
swear to
Jim-
God, if never mind.
All right, I think I'm ready. Let's do it.
All
I
right.
use speak with the dead. Speak
All
with the dead,
right.
whatever.
So he raises up off the ground. So and so happens, and he awaits your questions.
How do I kill Valyrian? What's his weakness?
Skipped the gym.
Get the gem. All right.
Oh, he's not strong.
He's not strong. Okay. How many Brotherhood and what are these guys called again? Carabinus. How many Carabinus members are there and Brotherhood members in this cave?
So that'll be 2 questions. How many members of the Carabinus and how many members of the other?
That's fair.
So Carabinus, he says, "It was just me." He says, Carabinus, he says, "At least a half a dozen."
Oh,
Okay.
I whispered to Ignotus, ask him how he ended up here. Like he's in an unlocked room, dying. Like what happened to him?
Okay.
But don't ask him how he died.
Don't
Because
ask
know
him how he died.
Thank you.
Okay. How did you end up here?
Stepped on a trap, poisoned me, put in here to recover.
Last question.
Should
Somebody mentioned something about a devil and a dog. What's the deal with the devil?
The devil can combine all the keys into one. He is a lock devil.
A lock devil. Okay.
And then as you ask that
Dog
question, he falls
devil.
apart.
Oh wait, wait, hon. Is there a chance I may know of the Lock Devil since I've been in Avernus for so long, and I know Big G?
You're actually feeling pretty good about this one. So you recognize a lock devil is like a really super duper minor devil that you can summon, and he has governance over locks.
Wait, hon. We're in this building. Can I try and get a hold of Mr. Satan?
So you pull out your cell phone, and you look at it and it goes dunk, dunk, and it says no signal.
Oh, okay, hold on. He said he's always with me when I play my instrument. I want to start playing my fiddle, and while I'm playing it, I want to say, Mr. Satan, I really need you right now while I'm playing it.
All right, so you actually hit everybody with one of these, and it sounds a little something like.
Mr. Satan, I really need you here. I got a question. It's really important. Please come here.
You get a phone call.
Oh shit.
Mr. Satan.
Kid.
What's up, Mr. Satan? Signal's kind of bad.
Fuck it.
All right, I'm gonna ask the question, but I really like if you could just appear here. That would make things a lot easier. Fuck. Okay, we got this Lock Devil. I know he's a minor. What was his name, guys?
Lock devil.
Lock devil.
No. The guy said that he summoned it. Like a guy summoned him. He gave us his name.
Valyrian.
No, that's the
No.
boss.
It was Tingle. Or wait, no, it wasn't Tingle.
No,
It wasn't Tingle. No, we didn't get that guy's name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. The Tingle said that we had to give the keys to him because he said the guy's name who's in a
That is
bad
right. Yeah,
mood
Tingle
and his
did.
devil. Yes.
Yeah, Tingle did. You're right. Tingle did.
Yeah. What was his name? DM.
Tingle.
No, Tingle was the guy we talked to.
The
And
guy
Tingle
on
No,
told
he
us
just
about
he
the
just
guy
referred to
that
him
was-
as he just referred to him as the
Okay.
devil.
No, okay, but he did give us the name of the guy that cast him that's in a bad mood.
Oh, no. So Tingle summoned the devil. Valerian is
Oh.
the boss.
So it's
Valerian.
Tingle's devil.
No, it is Ting. Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, it is Tingle's devil.
And Tingle's devil's the lock devil, correct?
Yes.
All right. Hey, who's the lock devil that's summoned by a guy named Tingle? Can you believe the fucking name?
You're the devil. Too low rank.
Yeah, low rank. I got it. He's a lock devil. He's a little bitch. Hey, you're a lot better than him. You're a lot stronger than him. Can you bring him to Avernus and make sure he can't come back here?
Reach
Whoa,
out.
man. We need him, man. We can't get rid of the Lock Devil.
Yeah, what are you talking about,
Yeah.
Johnny Cash? We need the
No,
locks.
if we have all the keys, we can unlock it.
No, the Lock
No,
Devil
puts them
merges the
together.
keys.
Oh well, fuck it. I'll get the work run.
Hey, I think Johnny Cash needs to be a little bit more penitent right now.
You look at your phone, Johnny Cash, and goes, "Go, go." Lost signal.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to come up with ideas. Apology.
I'm with it, man.
Guardian, give me an ad.
Glimmer
Guardian,
flies up to you and he says, "That was a really good idea."
Thanks, Gizmo. Hey, Guardian, you know something that's been rubbing me the wrong way? I made one mistake at the beginning of this trip, and you haven't let it go. You're supposed to be holier art thou. Are you guys all about forgiveness?
Hey.
No. Daddy's talking. When I prove myself time and time again that I'm an honorable man now. I do make some mistakes. And yeah, I lied about Big T. Who wouldn't lie about Big T? Apologies for a little white lie, but you need to let this go.
Chill out. Oh my god.
You look over and you're like, "What the fuck?" There's a cultist here.
I grab him quickly and cover his mouth, and I drag him to us, and we go into the room with the dead guy.
Make me a strength roll off.
What did he roll?
You need to beat me out a 19.
Okay, that's fine. I have inspiration.
Okay, that's not gonna beat it.
Hold on. It's easy. That's easy. What are we talking about here? 11 plus 8, 19. We tied.
That's not how it works at all.
Oh my god.
So you lunge at this fucker, and he's like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And he like pushes you away. And he says, "Guys, guys, guys!"
Jesus Christ.
My god, you fucked it up, Justin.
Oh, I'm sorry. That Johnny Cash is in a little bitter mood.
Alright, hold on.
Can Kenzo start yelling guys as well?
Yeah,
Yeah, Kenzo's going, "Guys, guys, guys!"
Since I am,
Okay, I quickly change it into a band member, and I'm yelling out, "Guys, they're over here!"
All right, everybody can move up to 30 feet. Go ahead and position yourself where you want to be.
Can I change myself to a band member and also scream out "guys" to them?
Not at this time.
Ignotus is definitely a Brotherhood member, though, so he's gonna run over here.
Yeah, Ignotus and Kinzo are both Brotherhood members right now.
Oh wait, I technically had said that too.
You did say that earlier.
I did say that.
So you're also a Brotherhood member. So like, all these guys, they think you're saying guys because like, because they see all these folks, and now we are in a fight.
Oh jeez.
Actually,
They're not alarmed that there's like 3 more of them all of a sudden, though. There's like 6.
You do
Who out
realize,
for a smoke
you
break?
do remember though that Ignotus was talking to 3 of them down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm
we
just
could be
saying.
those three.
I mean, it's like 6 people. Yeah, I guess that's true. That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. We are going to begin combat. And
Is
Johnny
Old
Cash,
Orc-
you are up first. Or Old Orc is right here. Yeah, I've got him in here finally.
of course I rolled
Damn,
21 now.
hello.
All right. So now we are going to have a fight. Johnny Cash, you're first.
All right, so I'm disguised right now.
You are.
Okay. Guys, these guys are really powerful. We need to run together away from this. We will all die.
Make me a charisma check.
Get me.
God damn. That sucks. They say, no, we outnumber them.
And I just go, not anymore, and I slash my sword at this guy.
Do so at advantage. Beat me a 12.
Sorry, I have to go to it. So rapier, advantage.
Roll me a damage. 8. All right. This guy is within an inch from death. What does that look like?
So I yell, guys, we gotta run away. And they said, no, we outnumber him. And I go, not anymore. My disguise comes off, and I just take out my rapier like this and just slice at his throat.
All right. So he is almost. He's like sitting there clutching his neck. He's like, you see like the blood like coming down from his wound. He's probably not got a whole lot of life left up in him.
Is he bleeding?
Oh, he's bleeding like a motherfucker.
Oh no, but is he bleeding? Like he'll
he's
take damage
bleeding.
on his turn.
He's not doing that.
That'd be cool if he was.
It would be cool. All right. Next is this cultist here. He's gonna attack a guardian. He's gonna roll a 12. That does not hit. Next is Glimmer. He's gonna be like, I'm here to support whenever you guys are ready. Kinzo, you're next.
Kenjo is enjoying the safety, but he does want to get into the action, so he does his spell scroll. Fireball.
Fireball, all right. Where do you want to put your fireball?
Wait, what?
Does it harm me?
Yes. It harms everybody.
Well, it's a 20-foot sphere, so
It's pretty big, but you could place it in such a way that it doesn't hurt anybody but the enemies. You can place it like right here.
You see, yep, I got it placed exactly. You see where it's placed?
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
Let me get rid of this one here. All right. So these guys need to make some dexterity saving throws. So we're going to go dexterity. He takes only half damage. He takes full damage. And all right. So roll me a damage. $34. What does that look like when you kill these guys?
So as I roll my scroll, they've just engulfed in magical flames. And it's kind of like a 9/11 vibe. Jet fuels don't burn steel beams, but they do burn cultists. And he just fucking burns.
So yeah, you take your like, and you throw a big fucking fireball, and it explodes on the ground, and it just gives these two dudes right here. They are just gore on the floor, forevermore.
And
to
they
a door.
live no more.
They live no more. All right, what else do you do?
Was that an action?
That is an action.
Okay. Take a defensive stance because now my cover is blown.
All right. Ignotus, you're next. What do you do?
So wait, who's dead?
These two fellers here are dead, and the guy next to Johnny Cash Fiddlefinger is barely alive. The guy in front of you is full health, but he doesn't know that you're an enemy yet.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I think you accidentally moved the dude that's in front of Guardian, the one cultist.
Did I? Guardian.
Wasn't there a guy straight?
Yeah,
in
you
front of
moved him down.
Yeah.
Oh, did I? Oh, whoops. There we go.
I want to try to do what Justin did, convince them to leave, but will that count as my action?
That'll be a bonus action.
All right, word. I want to do that. What's my charisma gotta be?
It needs to be. I'll give you a 13 or higher.
Good thing notice is charismatic. Charismatic.
Jesus, you are fucking. You rolled a crit.
All right,
What do you
I want to
tell these
say.
guys?
I want to say. Look at Kinzo's power. Oh my. Well, I don't know his name actually. Look at that one's power. He's too powerful. We gotta get the fuck out of here.
They say, Hey. So here's what happens. Everybody makes a break for it that remains alive. And they're all running together as a big fucking group. And then as soon as they cross the threshold right here, they all step on a pressure plate and burst into flame.
Nice. Okay.
And die.
There's a trap there.
And the crypt falls silent.
Kyle, there's a trap there.
And then the crypt falls silent.
What's going on with this hand?
So you take a look, and there is like a big clawed hand coming up out of the ground. It's stone.
It's giving you the finger.
Mason! Can you look at the mason work on it?
I guess I could.
All right, roll me a history check.
Don't I have advantage on stonework or something?
You do.
My history's not that bad. Okay.
You needed a 15 or higher.
Alright.
This isn't masonry at all. This is just a stone hand.
Can I pull the middle finger?
You recognize that this might have been some kind of leftover of the Landarothi collapse in some way.
I did want to mention if I was gonna kill a guy, I was gonna like push him into there and like chop his hands off and say, "Let me give you a hand," and like clap them together. I was ready. I was ready for it.
Can I pull on the middle finger to see if anything happens?
You pull on the middle finger and nothing happens.
Can I check the bodies of all the dead just to make sure they don't have any keys?
So you look at these four guys in front of you, and they are all burnt to a crisp. They ain't got nothing. And then, like, basically everybody, like, kind of, like, takes an appraisal of these corpses around this room, and there's not much to speak of. But everybody make me an intelligence check. We need to roll a 15 or higher. Daddy, nice.
Nice.
All right. So, Daddy, you recognize there were 6 people in here. This must have been the half a dozen that the veteran was referring to.
Nice. So we shouldn't expect any more.
He said at least half a dozen, though.
What? Oh, it's right there.
Should we see if this hand's movable if we all push it? I just feel like this hand is here for something and it can open something.
You want me to give you a hand?
Please.
All right.
I have the what you call it. don't think I've ever used. Damn, what? It's like a pulley system or something. Block and tackle.
Oh, you do have a block and tackle set.
So
Nice.
I guess I'll try and use that.
All
I'm
right.
not
What
so
is
sure it's gonna do something. Anyway, yeah. I reckon I hoisted around some of these columns and get whoever can help me. Oh, and I'll fashion it with my beard rope. I guess we'll say that. So it's
right.
reinforced with the beard rope. And then yeah, I guess I hook it on around and I give it the old heave ho with Old Orc, whoever could help me. I guess.
I'll help.
here's what we need to do. Everybody here is going to roll a strength check, and we need to total 50 or higher.
I like that.
Can we do it at advantage since it's reinforced?
No, so this is basically
Oh, I rolled a 20.
50.
Let's go. Hey, there we
so
go.
11, 22,
good.
that's 33, 40. Okay, we got it. All right. So everyone's like, heave, ho! And we've like set up this block and tackle. This has taken like 10 minutes. And like we're like in here and like everyone's like, heave, ho! Like they're pulling down like Saddam's statue. And it like as you guys are pulling, it cracks in half and breaks on the floor. Everybody make me an investigation check. Daddy got it for sure.
Nice.
All right. Ignotus, nobody got it but Daddy, it looks like. Yeah.
It's a 15 or higher.
Daddy, there are bones in this in this thing. In the statue. You reckon this must have been like a being at some point.
Oh gosh.
How many
They're
bones?
gonna be.
The normal amount of bones you would expect to see from like the top of the wrist up.
So like one person's body.
Yeah, it's basically just like a bunch of really large hand bones.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna put these bones in the bag of holding.
Because
All right.
Like, you give any item to fucking Fiddle Finger, he's like, oh, maybe this should go in the bag of holding.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I can sell
Little
these bones.
figure, you are getting inspiration for that.
Shout out.
This is the extra super duper extremely secret thing that I didn't think anybody would find.
Nice, let's go.
There's lots of
Alright.
these, by the way.
Alright, you guys want to explore these rooms over here? I'm pretty sure, like, the boss guys through these doors to the
We
north.
can't. Yeah, there's 2 doors up there and 2 doors down here.
Well, the 2 doors on the bottom lead to, like, the passage we've already been.
Aight.
I reckon we go to the right. Is there some way we can just arm these pressure plates or like?
Yeah, it's fucking walking.
Ignotus could totally
Is that
do his
just-
mage hand,
Yeah,
like
I'm
that trick.
gonna summon my mage hand and just bop the floor.
So the floor goes like fire from above, fire from below, fire from the sides, just like engulf. And there is a trap here, and everybody knows to go around it.
look, there's some more bones in here.
Bones.
Yes.
All right.
Fuck, there's like animated bones in here. Damn it, I didn't think.
All right. We are in a fight. Hang on, let me delete the last fight.
I'm literally thinking like, oh, bones. Like, well, let's put it in the bag of holding, and then I turn the corner and this fucking skeleton.
All right, we are in a fight. And all of these skeletons sort of like look up at the same time, and they look at you guys. And Deddy, you're first.
All right.
Why did I walk in here first?
I'm gonna just go ahead and move over here to this guy. Oop.
All right.
I am also out of Kai, so we're just gonna do. An unarmed strike.
All right. I think a 15 hits. Yes, you got to overcome a 13 or higher. Roll me a damage. 4. All right. So he is quite fucked up. Next is the skeleton right here. He's going to run up to Deddy. He's going to make an attack with a short sword at advantage. 17 hits. The damage is 7. So he takes a big, strong strike at you, and he hits you for 7 damage. Kind of like gets you right in the arm. And next is the skeleton right here. He's going to run up to Johnny Cash Fiddlefinger and attack with advantage.
It's not gonna work. All right, never mind.
And it is actually going to crit you. He's going to hit you for 11. He's going to cut you right across your cheek.
That's fine. I don't care.
And this guy here is also going to take a swing at Daddy at advantage. 21 hits. We'll roll a damage. 7. All right, Daddy, it is not looking good for you right now. You are at 7 HP. Kinzo, what do you do?
Okay. Stop that Daddy is in trouble. I leap into action. So me and my shadow clones, what we do is
Burrito run.
As we wait for our computer to load. So I do instant transmission jutsu.
All right, and that's going to sound a little something like this. Where do you go?
I just straight up fucking teleport right here.
Perfect. That was your bonus
and
action.
I did. Yep, and I did that instead of movement because I wanted to catch him by surprise. And so, GM, let me know if I can do that. I take my glaive. Now, this glaive is a wide functioning tool, and I swipe at both of the enemies in front of me.
I will allow that. All right, roll me an attack with a glaive.
Do I need to do 2 attacks or just 1?
Just the 1, and we'll see if it hits both of them. It's in your inventory.
Yep. This is free. Are you able to do that for me?
I got you. 21 hits. We'll roll a damage. 10. All right, so you do 10 damage to both of these suckers. They are fucked up. Alrighty. Guardian, or Kenzo, is that all?
Yeah, I go into a defensive position.
All right. Guardian, you're up.
Yeah, so I see Daddy's in trouble. So I use Sacred Flame on the one in front of her.
All right. Needs to get a DC 13 dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
7. He does not make it. Roll me a damage.
7.
All right. So this guy is undead. So he actually takes double damage from this. How does that kill him?
He just like starts burning, catches on fire, and turns to ashes.
All right. He is deceased. Next, it is the skeleton man right here, and he's going to attack Kinzo. Normally, he does not hit. So, Kinzo, you are safe.
Asshole.
Magmar, what do you do?
First, I'm gonna kind of run in because I was outside of the room, so I cannot see. Okay. Oh my. There's a bunch. Which one's dead? It's just the one in front of Daddy.
Yeah, just the one in front of Daddy.
Um,
But the two ones in front of you right now are both extremely weak.
are they gonna go before her again?
We don't know at this time.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I think I'll go for I'll just go ahead and kill the two in front of me. So you should
All
have
right,
no
roll me
time to-
2 attacks at advantage. When he hits, 15 hits. How does that kill them? I know it's mathematically impossible to not kill both of them.
Okay. So I guess I run in and I'm gonna do a front flip over Ignotus, and I'm just going to come down kind of like Sonic the Hedgehog and kind of do like a spinning, like take him out kind of motion.
All right. So they crumble at your feet. Next. Is that all you do?
Have I used all my movement? Can I move?
Not yet. You could probably move another 20 feet.
I was about to say, can I move like right here?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. That's actually going to change what's about to happen here. So this skeleton right here is going to make an attack against you. 12 does not hit, so we are good. You're basically just like setting a pick for Daddy right now. Johnny Cash, what do you do?
I need to see. I want to push them with my Thunder Wave.
These guys in
but
front of you are dead, though.
Oh, sweet. So it's just easy. I'm gonna use my crossbow.
Crossbow?
Yeah, which one's the weakest out of these two?
They're both full health.
All right, I want to shoot this one. So let me get in a position. I'm gonna go right here so I don't hit Daddy.
All right, you'll do this at advantage.
I don't have the crossbow under my weapons.
Oh, that's weird. Hang on, let me give that to you. Items, weapons, crossbow. There you go.
Sweet.
All right, at advantage, 17 hits. Roll me a
Oh, I
damage.
didn't even do it at advantage. Yep. All right. Oh God.
13. How does that kill him? Which one is dead, by the way?
The one in front of Daddy.
All right. How does that kill him?
I said, I take out the crossbow. I was like, man, I haven't used some kind of like fiddling with it, and I just accidentally shoot it, and kind of scares me. It just shoots. It shoots through his like exposed spine, just shooting his head off, and he crumbles into bones. And I go,
Yeah,
"Oh."
his head kind of like flies like chin over forehead, and just kind of like flies up in the ground, and the rest of the body collapses.
I'm like, I'm sick.
All right, what else? All
That's
right.
it.
Old Orc's gonna bust up in here and go, Old Orc! And he's gonna get like right here, as about as far as he can go. He's gonna make 2 attacks at advantage, actually. I need to mulligan that one. That wasn't at advantage.
Dude, that crossbow hits.
It's a heavy crossbow. All right, so we're gonna do 2 damages. Okay, it's mathematically okay. So he runs in there and says Old Orc, and then he actually just grabs this guy and lifts him up over his head and just breaks him in half. And this skeleton is deceased. And the crypt falls silent.
What's this?
Make me an investigation check.
Investigate.
Nice.
All right. There's like a sickly green ichor, kind of like dripping from the ceiling and like collecting in this bucket above this well. Like you put your finger in it and you gotta go, and you're like, this is poisonous. This is very, very poisonous. This is especially poisonous to the undead.
Oh, dude,
Oh.
let's put it in a container. Come on, let's seal this bitch up and put it in the bag of holding.
I'm done.
Just
All
put the
right.
whole well in the bag.
If the well wasn't connected to the floor, that would be possible. But you do have all of this undead poison.
Perfect.
That's perfect for a crossbow.
Yep. Do we? Do I put the? Do we have like something we can just put on top of it where I put in the bag of holding?
Yeah, you're fine. You're able to like bottle it all up. You've got like 5 portions of it.
Cool.
What do we do?
All right. Is there a key in here?
There's no key in here.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Look in this other room.
Did you hear that?
I'm gonna try to open this door right here. Oh,
You've already Oh yeah, so you open the door and you look inside and there's a big ass fucking skeleton.
hey, look, it's another one of those tall skeletons. I wonder what lived here before.
I'm gonna.
Wait, why did the door close? Did Johnny Cash about to confront me?
All right, I'm gonna let y'all plan out y'all's next move real quick. Or let me ask this, because I know it's 10 o'clock my time. Are you guys good to keep going, or do we? Because it's Saturday, we can go as long as we want to. I'm not worried about work tomorrow, so it's up to y'all. Do we want to keep going?
It's up to you guys. I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good.
All right. Well, if everybody's good, I'm gonna go pee and make myself a whiskey. Y'all discuss next steps and kind of just like y'all are free to basically kind of like explore around the areas that we've unlocked right now. Y'all know where the traps are at this point. You've uncovered the ones that I've set up, so I'll be right back.
Start opening up doors.
Oh, nobody's sleeping?
Nope, I'm a gamer.
Yeah, me.
I mean, I got like
Yeah, Mike, I'm not sleepy either.
maybe.
Me. I was just doing a vibe check.
This
Magmar,
one
you
door's
should.
locked.
Yeah, you should open it.
This one's locked, like the one that I'm at.
Yeah. Should pick it open.
Like I can't without him here.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Because I gotta roll. Oh, I see what you're saying.
This one's locked too.
Well, the one up top.
Yeah.
Well, I never met a door I couldn't crack, me boy.
All right, what do you guys think? Do you think we're gonna have to go back and like fight those bats to look for a key? I feel like.
Oh, that was what I was about to bring up. I forgot.
We have 5 keys or 4 keys right now.
5.
Well, it feels like if he numbered them in a certain way, we missed like number 2. So,
Well, I think we have 1, 2, 6, 4, and what else do we have?
we're missing 2 still, right? Isn't it like
We got
3 and 5 or something.
I
don't know.
thought.
I think we're
So
missing
we had
3 and 5. Yeah.
we had 3 to start, and then we got 1 from the cultists, right? Your group, Braden, and then we got the 1 key. Or did we have 2 before? I just get because I know we got 1 from the cultist that Braden was with, and then we got 1 from the guy that we spoke to. And I'm trying to remember if we had 2 or 3 before.
We had 3
I know
before
we're
that.
trying to go to Starkey.
So we have 5. So we have 5 total.
No, I think we only have 4. We had 2 before we started. I got 1 from the 3.
I made it 3.
Yeah, and then we pulled 1 out from the dead guy that we spoke to, so that was 4 because it was the 4 in key.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I am back. What are we doing?
I think.
Are you?
Tickle fight.
I was gonna. Are you willing to tell us if the bat might have a key, or do we have to go over there and find out?
That's definitely an answer. that's an affirmative.
Let's go fight the bats, bro.
So,
Can we lock the doors first?
As you stand in front of this door there, where you just were 2 seconds ago, you look in. There's a key hovering in the air.
Oh shit! Okay, word. All right. I want to hold on. I want to do some kind of check to make sure there's no like magic trap or anything. Can I do some kind of check?
Yep. Make me an Arcana check. All right. All you needed was a 10.
Nice. Let's go.
There is no magic at play here.
All right, word. I'm gonna skip over to that key and grab it.
Wait! He said no
What?
magic at play. Could there be like a physical trap? Like the plates?
I'm gonna be like this mid skip, and then I'm gonna summon my magic hand, and he's gonna moonwalk all around the floor.
Or Indiana Jones thing, if he pulls the key, does the trap come out? Could you use your mage hand to grab the key?
That's a great idea, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna summon my mage hand, and he's gonna fly over to the key and grab it.
All right, so here's what's gonna happen. The mage hand is like slapping the ground. It's like kind of like incorporeally, kind of like touching the floor. There's no traps in here. It grabs the key, and it starts pulling on it, and it's yanking. It only moves a couple of inches though, and then it kind of like slowly goes back into place. And then your hand kind of like flies up, and it just goes.
All right, I want to walk up to the key and try to grab it.
All right. So you go up inside and you grab the key. You quickly find that like as you like touch this key, like your like physical movement is like completely hampered. You start to like realize like as you've walked into this room that you can't even breathe.
Oh shit.
And then you start to burn.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh,
All
no.
right. Well, I want to
You
try to
start
leave the room.
To burn. No, you cannot. You have just walked into the infamous gelatinous cube.
Gelatinous cube, bro.
Oh,
How
Do you know
did
what a
my
gelatinous
Arcana-
cube is?
I know that it's probably not good.
A gelatinous cube is a monster that like haunts dungeons and is completely transparent, but it's basically like a square the blob.
So I'm in the fucking blob right now, dude. What
You are in the
fuck?
blob right now,
Can I carve?
and the blob is not happy. Hang on, where's Glimmer? I've lost track of Glimmer. He should be here. Whatever, I'm gonna put that. Where's Oldork? Oh my god. Okay, so Oldork is over here. He's right here now. Glimmer, I've lost track of him. We're just gonna put down a new one for now. Glimmer's right here. Now we are in a fight, and Ignotus is currently trapped inside of this thing.
Fucking stuck in the blob, man. You kidding me?
Oh no.
All right,
Wait, so how come the mage hand didn't get trapped in it?
the mage hand is incorporeal.
Oh. I knew it was
Alright.
too good to be true, Braden.
It was too good to be true. You're right.
Deddy, you're up. Glimmer is just like sitting here. Actually, Glimmer's gonna give some healing out because everybody's kind of wounded. He's actually gonna hit you with some healing, Deddy, because he's hurt. You're hurt the worst. He's gonna give you 4 of healing. So that's actually pretty good for you. So you're good. All right, you're up.
I have a healing potion I'm gonna go and take as well.
Okay, yeah, that'll be your bonus action. All right, that is healing of 8. So you are almost at full, and you've got your action left. What do you do?
I'm just gonna move right there for now.
All right, you can make an attack against the gelatinous cube if you want to,
Sure.
because that'll just be your action. An 11 that hits, or does it hit? Yes, it does. He's got a very low armor class, so you deal what you feel should be 6 damage, but as you punch him, it kind of goes pong against the side. So you only deal about half what you expect to hit there.
Mm.
And is that your turn?
Oh.
You could move away from it if you wanted to, because you do have some movement left.
Oh, was I muted? No, that's it. I'm fine there.
Okay, cool. All right, Kinzo, you're up.
I'm trying to analyze this enemy. So, I move to the front, bouncing off the wall, and I jump over Guardian's left shoulder and then over Diddy's right shoulder to take the lead in the battle. And then to kind of fill out my opponent, I just do some like base shuriken to see if they fly straight through them or if they get stuck in the middle and just kind of feel him out.
All right, roll me a shuriken attack. You need to beat me a 6. 17 hits. Roll me a damage. Eight. All right. So here's what happens. You throw your shuriken at him, and they go about 2.5 feet in, and they go whoosh, 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 whoosh. And like they kind of like stop, but then like blue ooze starts to like come out of the holes where they came, where they like entered into the gelatinous cube. You deal 4 damage to this guy.
Okay. I take a questionable stance because I don't know what the fuck is going on.
All right. Old Orc is next, and he goes, he's like, Dragonborn, grab my hand.
Thank God, Old Orc. Come on, roll that strength roll, bro.
So we need to roll between the two of you. Need to beat me a 14 or higher.
Oh, that's easy peasy, dude. I know my boy Old Orc's got this.
You need to roll me 17, a 7 at least to get out. Yes, you were stronger than Old Orc.
Let's go, dude.
He like yanks you out, but like as he yanks you out, you're gonna take some damage real quick. You were gonna take 2d6 damage.
Fuck, dude. Come on.
That is a 1.
Oh,
Where's
nice.
this one light up? And this one is a 6.
7, I'll take it.
7. All right. So you are quite wounded from that, but at least you are out of this fucking thing.
At least, yes.
All right. Next, the gelatinous cube is going to use his pseudopod attack on Old Orc. Gonna roll a 14. Old Orc needs a 17, so it does not hit him. Basically, like a big like portion of this thing's front like lashes out and tries to attack Old Orc, but he's able to like kind of like step out of the way. And he's just going to like ooze forward. But as he oozes forward, he is going to engulf Old Orc. So now Old Orc is in the gelatinous cube.
Hey, what does engulf do exactly? Does it have like a description?
Whenever the cube enters a creature's space, the creature must make a dexterity saving throw. On a successful throw, the creature can choose to be pushed back 5 feet or to the side of the cube. A creature that chooses to be pushed suffers the consequences of a failed saving throw.
Nice.
So Old Orc is going to make a dexterity 12 saving throw. He actually does not become engulfed by the gelatinous cube. So like basically it's like forming all around him, but it's not like engulfing him yet. He's like basically like kind of like slashing at it with his axes, keeping it at bay for now. Next, Ignotus, what do you do?
Ignotus is very pissed off right now about this stupid fucking Jello monster.
Jello monster.
He's gonna shoot some magic missiles.
All right, roll me 3 damages. Two.
Damage number 2.
4. 6. All right. You hit him, surprisingly, for 6 damage.
Oh, word.
You recognize that he's not resistant to magic.
All right, Guardian, fuck him up with your magic.
Oh,
All right, Johnny Cat
Johnny.
Finger, you're next. What do you do?
I want to shoot him with my firebolt.
Alrighty, roll me an attack, and you'll do this. I don't think it's gonna matter. You'll do this at advantage, but he's only got a 6, so.
Okay. Where's firebolt?
23 hits. Roll me a damage. 6. All right. What does that look like?
Well, I was trying to recall from other D&D sessions, and I wanted just to make sure, are gelatinous cubes, are they weak against magic or fire?
They are resistant to physical damage. We're about to figure out what happens with this fire, though.
Okay. So I conjured out my finger, and I go, "Be gone, beast!" And I shoot a fire bolt.
All right. So you deal 12 damage to this sucker.
Nice.
And what it's going to do, it's going to like fall back a little bit. The fire like really, really hurts it more than you would have expected it to. And it like kind of like slinks back.
And I still have a little fire on my finger. I go, blow it out.
All right. Magmar, what do you do?
Since my Dwarven Thrower is a magical item, can that be considered a magical attack, or is that still going to fall under the realm of physical?
No, it's totally magical.
Oh, bitchin'. So I'm going to throw my hammer at it. I guess, should I move, or like, can I?
Yeah,
like,
you need to
the
move to where you got a clear
wanted
shot.
end?
I would say like right here would probably be the best spot.
Word. All right, then yeah, I'm going to do that.
And
I'm
we
gonna
also
do it like kind of like a. We can do it like a discus kind of throw, where I'm gonna like wind it up a little bit, and then.
yeah. So also as a DM hint, we just found out this thing is weak to fire, and you do have the secrets of the jungle.
Oh yeah.
Not to say that you do it, but it's
I just figured he was almost.
that
dead
would be
at the
something
time.
that you might be thinking about right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it makes sense. Is that actually? I mean, I'm gonna rock with the hammer because I think he's almost dead.
Yeah.
Oops. Is that the right thing? Good. Hit the wrong one.
Yeah, you hit the wrong one. I'll delete that out of the thingy. There we go.
So do I do that as a utility?
What's
I'll
that?
just do it as an attack. Never mind. It has like attack or utility.
Yeah, it'll be attack.
Okay.
Is that a
Oh,
crit?
That's a
That
crit.
is
That's
a
like the third one.
motherfucking crit.
Dude, 3 crits in one night. That's awesome.
Fucking good.
All right, roll me some crit damage.
Do I get to roll for auto death?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. All right, let me
I
get.
was about to say, I knew you had something that
D20.
like auto killed somebody.
This is why it's so fun to hit crits on Magmar. You've got to be fucking kidding me. That's a 19.
Oh,
Dude. So what does that mean?
Dang.
Does that mean it's an instant kill?
It's an instant kill.
yeah. That's be 18
Has
or
to be
higher,
18
right?
or higher. This
Dude,
thing had
Dude.
59 HP left.
Damn. Damn. We were gonna be here for a while.
How do you kill it?
Oh my god. Yeah, so I guess I do the old discus turn around, and I hit it with almost like a boomerang action, so it also kind of catches fire somehow on this torch right next to the door, and it goes inside of him, and it lodges inside of him, and it just dissolves him from the inside out. And after he dissolves, I call my hammer back, and I, heave
Yeah,
up
so
in the
like
air.
there's like just like a lot of your own natural grease all over this thing. So like you throw it, and it bursts. Like apparently your grease is so disgusting it bursts into flames, and it goes into the gelatinous cube, and it like starts to like cook and burn from the inside. And it like quivers and shudders. You're like, and it disintegrates and dies. And the key falls to the floor. And reader, what am I about to say?
The crypt falls silent. Grab that key. Grab that key.
I'm not
This
touching the
key
fucking key, bro.
has a
I'm
number
grabbing
5 on it.
Is it a 5 key?
It's a 5 key, sure.
Magmar is gonna be like really hyped about it, and he's gonna like chest bump Ignotus like kind of into the wall because he's like so excited on accident.
So Ignotus, you're gonna like get like pinged up against this wall, and like you're like your horns like hit the back of the hit the wall, and you're like, ugh, that kind of hurt.
Ignotus is super uncomfortable right now, dude. He's got fucking slime all over him, and he's gonna.
Yeah, you are covered in cum. Like it is disgusting. You like you've got this like cummy material all over you, and so does Old Orc. And he actually walks up to you and he says, "Come, brothers," and he like because he's disgusting too. He daps you up, and like you guys are both just slimy and gross.
I want to thank Old Orc for pulling me out.
He says, "Oh, you're welcome, my friend. Hey, can you return the favor? Can you kind of prestidigitate all this cum off of us?"
Oh yeah, that's a great idea, Old Orc. Give me a second. Prestidigitate.
All right. You are both clean. All the gross slime is off of you. And you've got key number 5. So we've got keys number 1, 2, 5, and 6. We need 2 more.
We have 4.
We have 4.
Oh, we have 4?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I just said.
No, you said 1, 2, 5, and 6. We have
Oh,
1, 2,
okay. I'm
4.
sorry. 1,
5,
2, 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
We need 1 more key.
I want to
Yep.
open this door.
Yeah, this door. What about this door?
I think we've already been there.
Looks
Oh,
like a
this door.
job for Magmar.
Wow.
Yeah, that one's locked, bro. Yeah, I'll try and pick the lock.
Right. You picked the lock. Roll me a 10 or higher on a sleight of hand check.
Are you pregnant, Breed? What's going on?
What?
Showing us your
Braden's
belly?
just letting that fucking trail breathe, man.
Do you guys see my stomach right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. We see your little belly.
Bro, I'm like cut off on my screen, so like I can't even see it.
Dude, you've got like the craziest like hair formation down your belly. It's just like a straight line. Because like mine is just like well, no, I've got it too. What the fuck? Oh no, I've got the same thing you got.
Y'all white people are weird.
Wait,
Mike,
Mike,
can I bet it?
do you have any hair on your belly? Is this like just a white person thing?
I don't know that.
Really?
That's
Yeah, I get-
weird.
I got on my belly too.
Can I go on a tangent real quick, dude? When
Yeah.
we stayed at the cabin for Jacob's wedding, I had gone into the shower and I came out and like I made a comment about like a razor in the shower, and Trey was like, "Wait, you didn't use that, did you? That's my razor for I just sorry, it reminded me of that. I'm talking about earlier.
That's
You know what's really funny is like it was just the razor for the bottom of my neck, just to make sure that my beard's okay. I just figured I'd scare you a little bit.
You find out he actually shaved his balls with that razor.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's not outside of the realm of possibility. I probably did at some point. I was very poor in those days.
Yeah, you showed up with a trash bag as a suitcase.
Trash, basically.
I did that. Yeah.
I was like, bro.
I have a picture of you sitting on the couch like this, like with your trash bag next to you and your fucking clothes coming out. It's hilarious, dude.
I've got a video of you from that same event going like telling some crazy story about how you got like hit on by like a drag
yeah.
queen at some show.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is that the same place
Yeah.
where Kyle ate all the eggs?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
ate all
God,
the
you
eggs.
ate all the fucking
That's
eggs.
true, dude. He ate all the fucking eggs, bro.
I was like,
Oh my god, Kyle, can
Everyone
you
was
please tell that story from your perspective for the stream?
Yeah. So we were at
completely
cabin.
unacceptable. I'm
And,
just gonna go ahead and say it right now.
I think Leanne was making eggs or something, breakfast or whatever. And so
It was
whenever
like breakfast with mimosas. It was
Yeah.
like the most beautiful morning of all time.
yeah,
And like you're just sitting there doing fucking like med school homework. Like
and so they get done cooking or whatever. I think maybe I helped. I can't remember, but the food's done. I'm like, hey, is anyone else gonna eat these eggs? And no one answers, so I just start eating them.
and there's
Like,
like a dozen eggs and
Yeah.
like everyone's and like I don't eat eggs, so I'm like completely unaffected by this. But then like like everyone starts asking about the eggs and it's like, hey, where's the eggs? And like I think like Clara was there, like Matt's ex, and who else was there? It was Leanne. There was like another lady there that I can't remember the name of.
I don't remember.
And they're like, where are the eggs? Where are the eggs? And like everybody looks over. Kyle's eating like a mountain of eggs. And he's like, oh, I didn't think anybody wanted any. Like
No, nobody responded when I said anything.
so he just assumed like, yeah, I guess I'll just eat all of these eggs. And you've eaten like you ate like 75% of the eggs that we had in the cabin.
I
Yeah,
want to say it was like 15 eggs, right? Like, or it was a dozen eggs.
It was
Yeah,
like a fucking dozen eggs, and Kyle's just sitting there like, God, I need these fucking eggs today.
Jacob, what year did you get married?
2017.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'm
But
gonna
I
look
was
back
living in New
through my
Orleans for
photos
sure.
and see if I can find it.
That was a funny time.
All right.
Anyway, so we need what do we say? 1 key?
Yes, one key.
Yep, 1 key.
Oh, are we?
Where
I was
could the
picking
1 key be?
I was picking the lock right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, you were picking a lock. So not a very powerful lock. You bust that fucking thing open with a 12. And what do you see?
Not much of nothing right now. So I reckon I fucking just waltz up in here. And yeah, I'm like, guys, there's a bunch of bones.
Nothing but bones.
Yeah. Well.
Well.
There's
what do we
a
do?
door at
What's
the
up
end of the
here?
hall. Check that
Yeah.
one, yeah.
Okay.
The end of the hall.
Yeah, this one.
Interesting. You guys are finally going into this room. So, Magmar, make me a lockpick check, or I'm sorry,
The
dexterity
sleight of
saving
hand
throw.
again?
Yeah, sleight of hand check. You'd roll me a 10 or higher. Yeah, no. So that breaks one of your lockpicks.
I have an inspiration, but I don't know how worth it is it. I guess I don't know. Does everybody think it's worth it to burn an inspiration?
I think it's worth it. Trey
Yeah.
said, "Oh, this room. It sounds important."
He did say that. Okay, let's do it again then. Burn an inspiration.
You got it.
Hold on.
The door is unlocked.
Oh my, there's a lot of shit in here. Or it's a much bigger room.
Everybody make me an intelligence check.
I got you 1 second.
We need a 15 or higher. Ignotus, you realize.
Nice.
Barney doesn't even know what room he's in.
Is Johnny Cash close to understanding?
Not even slightly. You got a 2, brother.
Whoa, what's this door over here?
So you guys recognize, like, or Ignotus, you recognize, like, you've kind of like been mapping this place out in your brain.
Yeah,
This is the other side of that enchanted door.
the magical lock. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so this is the room we were in
Yeah,
before.
exactly.
Yeah, when Igno says that, I was like, oh, yeah, I knew that.
Can we try to open
Oh,
up
dude.
these coffins?
Sure. Which one would you like to open?
All of them.
Okay, so everybody opens a coffin simultaneously. These ones are pretty actually quite light. And they slide off with no problem whatsoever. And inside of these coffins, you guys see 3 skeletons and a mummy.
God damn it, Guardian. What are you thinking, dude?
Wait. There's one different.
It's a
Can
mummy.
we inspect the mummy?
The mummy's gonna attack you, bro.
Yeah, the mummy is like coming at you right now.
Oh.
Trying to get tries to pick its pockets.
It's like, I get what's going on. Never mind. I was thinking like it was skeleton, like just skeletons that we found on the ground, and then a mummy.
Nope, they're inside of the things.
Yeah, no, I get it now. Like I thought it was like just a dead skeleton, not like the skeletons we've been fighting.
So here's what happens. Y'all all push these like fucking lids off. The skeletons arise, and then like a mummy like looks and it points directly at Ignotus. Nothing happens at this time.
Oh.
The mummy goes.
Okay. I don't know. I'm not really
Speak to
getting
the
a clue
dead,
here.
bro. Can you speak to the dead?
I can't
Because
speak
the
to
mummy
the.
is like.
I can't
mummy's a
speak to
person,
the.
though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a good point. All right, let me try. I'm gonna try to speak to the dead with this mummy.
All right. I just remembered that it said that it doesn't actually work on the undead, but I've already kind of like planned on this.
Yeah, I guess
So
That's what I was thinking the whole time.
Whoops. It works on this guy.
He's actually dead.
Did not know that. I didn't know that at the time of actually creating this. So,
well, I guess technically he's not undead.
I mean, like he's alive and he's not supposed to be. He's definitely been dead at some point.
He's a zombie.
No,
We'll say this. Okay, so here is my new ruling on how Speak to the Dead works. Speak to the Dead will work on anything as long as the corpse has vocal cords.
Word.
Word.
As long as you share language with it.
Okay, well, hopefully this guy isn't Hispanic.
Oh, you can just bring Leanne in there.
All right. So you speak to the dead, like both of your, like your mouth opens up and it's like you hear like a gong, gong, like a kind of like a dial tone noise as as you're like channeling this thing, and it opens its mouth, and like the green glow kind of like suffuses out of the bandages. Brayden, are you aware that your house is haunted, by the way? Like you've got like a billion like evil orbs flying around you at all times.
What do you mean?
Like just then, like there's an evil orb that just flew like right up behind you. Everybody just like pay attention to Brayden's webcam for a bit. It's very funny. Like,
is it like the?
It's definitely just like cars driving by, but it looks like disembodied evil orbs flying around you that they'd freak out on, like on that Ghost Adventure show. You know what I'm talking about? They'd be like, "Oh, that's an orb."
No, I don't understand.
I know what you're talking about.
I just opened up like my main video, and I see now where you guys can see my stomach.
All right. So, what 5 questions do you ask this mummy?
Fuck, dude, I don't even know. My first question is gonna be, "What's up, dude?"
Dead.
Can you get back into your tomb, please?
No.
Oh, wait. I have a question.
All right.
Reader, what
I
the
will-
fuck are you doing on the floor?
I was playing with Ollie. I whisper to Ignotus. I say, "Hey, we're supposed to get this book of the dead and bring it to Cyrano. Can you just see if he knows Cyrano? Because these are all Landarothi. Establish this."
Okay, all right, yeah, I guess that's a valid point. Do you know this guy named Cyrano? He uses the word well a lot.
Death cleaner.
I'm sorry, what did he say? Death cleaner?
Death cleaner?
Death cleaner.
Death cleaner. Interesting.
You've got one question left.
What? I've used 3 questions.
No, he's got 2 more.
It was 5 questions, and then you just asked Death Cleaner again.
Fuck, dude. What are you talking about? Come on.
Oh, I thought he was asking us.
No.
All right.
Ask him what that means.
What does death cleaner mean?
Brings back the dead. And then he crumbles and dies.
Necromancer.
Oh, that's weird. That's weird. I'm the only one that spelled a little suspicious, little Cyrano, and his name fucking Death Cleaner. And he brings back the dead, and he wants the Book of the Dead. That's interesting.
Are you done, dude?
down in a bubble, Doug.
He seems like a nice guy to me. I don't see what the problem is.
These 3 other skeletons look at you.
Yeah, of course you want it, you dirty Landarothi.
What'd you call me?
A dirty Landarothi. You're the
All right,
only
y'all
reason-
do some role play around this while these skeletons are looking at you. I'm gonna go make myself a whiskey real fast. This is getting fun.
You dirty Landarothi, because this is the whole reason this continent's like this is because you're people.
Hey, you're just mad because your dad hates you.
Really
that's
derailing here.
such a solid comeback. At least my dad didn't cause a genocide on a whole freaking continent, and then my people had to scurry off to a little island.
Yeah, but like, so what? Maybe there was like a purpose for a necromancer. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
know,
man.
Like maybe.
There's
Yeah.
such a thing as good necromancers.
No, I understand that, but also, when's the last time you heard of a good guy named Death Cleaner?
That's just his
Well, he's
job.
cleaning the
On
death,
his
you know?
name.
Maybe
He's making them
maybe
clean.
They're, like, tortured souls. What if they're like tortured souls?
He's
or something?
purifying them, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm back. What are we talking about?
Could be. I don't know.
No, I'm with you guys. I understand that it
We're
could
trying to-
be good, it could be bad. I understand that we don't know everything, but it's just a little suspicious. That's all I'm saying. And I think I have a pretty valid hunch now. And I was
I'm
just
not
looking
mad
for a
at
little validity. That was
Hey,
it.
man. We were talking about the possibility of the necromancy being like a good thing, of like a death cleaner perhaps being somebody that like would cleanse spirit. We're trying not
That
to.
is, I mean, that is
jump,
true. I mean, like,
you know.
Mm,
that's the thing about necromancy is it's like not a purely evil art. You know, it
Yep.
can go either way. It is like purely, you know, based on the practitioner of that particular magic. You know what I mean?
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
But I think it's definitely at least interesting though that like he knew him in particular, so he must have been somebody in kind of power. I mean, it wasn't like a small group of people.
All right, you're
Yeah,
getting
like
inspiration
they
from
knew.
that.
So like, yeah,
You're inspired.
hell yeah.
Like
So
to
he's-
refer to somebody as the death cleaner.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Well,
So everybody here, make me a history check. Somebody needs to roll me an 18 or higher to get this cool lore piece. Close.
oh, dang.
Magmar knows. Johnny Cash knows.
Oh, what?
fuck. Ignotus failed.
All right. Here's the deal. So the Great War was a massive fucking conflict between like the southern kingdoms of Vineland and the northern theocracy of the Landarothi. Landarith is the name of their nation, and whenever there's a big battle, somebody has to go and collect all the bodies. Now, one thing that was important about Einland is at some point they started to work with the Valchnor elves and the dwarves of the Dwarven Protectorate. Was not known as the Dwarven Protectorate at that time, but basically they all kind of collaborated. They started putting together like different types of what you would guys refer to as like automatons, um, Warforged. You guys actually recognize everybody who was here, so I guess that would be everybody except for Kerplatz and Braden. Remember when y'all were at that tavern at the beginning of the game? The
Like
the Oak
first
Shade Inn.
town.
The
Yeah, the
Demon
first
Tavern.
town with the Demon Tavern. Yeah. Remember how there was that like robotic guy that like walked around and said no
Yes.
fighting?
Yeah.
Yes.
Those are referred to as Warforged. Warforged are basically like sentient robots that were like granted life, and they were basically used during the Great War as like a is basically like a force that could go and like fight the enemy without having to like waste the lives of their own men because they didn't consider them to be alive. So it was basically kind of like a slave like servitude that these guys were like subjected to at their birth. Um, and there's a few of them left. Most of them died in the war, and a ton of them died in the plague war because they were the only things that couldn't be infected by the cordyceps virus that was bringing everything back to life. So the Warforged played a really, really heavy role in both of these wars. But one thing that was important is that whenever you're collecting bodies on the battlefield, um, like both sides of this conflict approached it differently. The Warforged had amongst their ranks something called corpse collectors. These things are like giant, massive mechs that are like covered in spikes. They're like bipedal, very heavily armored. But they would take the bodies of the fallen and they would like pin them onto them, like and impale them on the spikes that like adorn their body. Um, so that's how Einland took care of that. And so they would basically collect all their dead, and they'd bring them and like burn them. The Landarothi, before the Landarothi collapse, what they did is they had necromancers go out and have the bodies, have their dead raised back to life, and then collect them into one place, and then they would burn them and sacrifice them to the Lord.
I got a question then.
Uh-huh.
So with that being said, would that mean these automatons that we were talking about, or those machines, does that mean in theory these necromancers could be taking the souls of the dead and putting them in to these machines? Is that what that is?
No. So the
Okay.
way that it works is like Warforged are like automatons that are like given the soul of a dead person, that are basically reincarnated into the body, into this like synthetic like robotic body. But the death cleaners, they would literally like raise all of the dead after a battle and like march them into one big like mass pile for sacrifice.
Oh, so like even if example, if they weren't Landarothi, it's just all the dead, and it's a sacrifice to their god. So not even like, like if I'm on the other side, and
Yeah,
I
no,
die,
exactly.
my soul is now being sacrificed for something that I don't even believe in.
Exactly. No, so there is some formality in it where like both sides like would like honorably sort of take their own dead, but that didn't always happen.
So it sounds like these death cleaners may not have been honorable. What
Not
do you think
always.
about that? Oh, honorable guardian.
I think that depends on your culture, my man. That seems pretty relative to me.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
like, I mean, we could have like an ethical debate on this. Like, is it okay to like march a bunch of dead bodies of your own countrymen into a big pile to burn to sacrifice?
No. I get that. If it's your own country and your own culture, my point is, it sounds like they were also doing it of people that are of your country.
What's the
That's
alternative?
part of war.
What's the alternative of them? Like, what happens if they don't clean the soul? Like, what if it stays with the body? Like, they turn into a zombie?
Well, it's not that they clean the soul. It's just they dispose of the physical filth of the dead corpse. That allows that area to be traversable again, so that you don't get sick just by being near a ton of death. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean that sounds kind
It's-
of positive in a way.
So, my point that I'm saying, and I'll use when he said, "Oh well, there are still rules of engagement." Like I get what you're saying. Like, it's happened. Let's use modern day. Well, we have a Geneva Code, okay? And then it sounds like both parties agreed, like, hey, we'll take care of our dead. So the honorable thing to do is once you kill it, one half takes theirs, and then the Landarothi take their own. But if you're taking the souls of others, whatever that soul's eternal life would have been, you're saying doesn't matter. It's going to who we worship, which is
Well, here's
not
the thing,
honorable.
it's not like it is specifically tied to the soul, though. It's I mean, once somebody is killed, the soul leaves the body and is bound for wherever it's going to go. So,
No.
we're specifically talking about the physical remains of the corpses left behind after a battle. You know what I mean? So
Oh,
it's it's not
mean-
metaphysical in that way. This is specifically pragmatically what are we going to do with dead bodies?
No, I get that.
Yeah.
Still, if both parties agreed to one thing, I'm just saying it doesn't sound like the most honorable another party's body.
And here's the thing about
Mix-ups happen.
corpse collectors on the Einland side. They're not concerned about who the corpse was. Their sole directive is to impale corpses on their bodies to bring back to be burned.
For
So, I
any
mean,
cultural significance or just to do it?
No cultural significance. They're just here to collect
then, okay.
bodies. They're
Oh, then that's
they're
okay,
mindless
that's different.
automatons.
Oh, then that's different. Yeah, then that's not a big deal.
Yeah, I think otherwise you'd have a lot of disease, even more so than.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yep. Exactly. So it's purely born out of pragmatism. But
that's fine.
you recognize that Cyrano told you that he was a battle mage, not
He lied.
death cleaner.
So he lied under the truth serum.
Boss enemies have legendary resistances.
What do you mean, boss enemies?
I don't know.
Oh,
It's
God.
it's not starting to make sense though, is it? Everything's your whole understanding of this whole thing is falling apart though.
I still trust him. I don't think he lied.
Yeah.
You can be a battle mage and a corpse. You can be a battle mage and a corpse cleaner.
I
You
don't
can
know.
you can have
I'm
multiple
starting to think that.
you can have multiple jobs in the military. It's not like you
That
get
is
one
true.
job.
I didn't think you know what you're talking about because you failed the history check. I think you're talking
Y'all
about
y'all figure this out. I'm gonna go pee. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. I'm loving this role play though. We are really getting to the bottom of this. This is exactly what I had hoped for. I'll be right back.
Donnie, it
No,
sounds like you're signing with the other Landarothi.
No, you can have
Interesting.
multiple jobs in the military, Johnny Cash. You wouldn't understand that your time in Avernus. You know, you probably only did one thing, just played the fiddle.
Oh,
But you can do more than
the
one
guitar.
thing.
And the guitar. Oh, that's interesting that you say that. How come you failed the history check and I didn't? It sounds like I know a little more than you, buddy.
Well, that's a little bit of metagaming, but
What?
you taught me something new. You taught me something new. I don't know what you're talking about. History check. But thanks for telling me.
Anyways, I'm starting to think this Cyrano guy, he's just putting on a front with the
He's not all he has to say.
well, I'm full of shit. That's what I feel about Cyrano.
All we know is we asked him what under the truth serum. We asked him what he did, and he said he was a battle mage.
He's how
showing
many hundreds of years has he lived, and how long was he in the military for?
He has the truth serum though. So all I'm saying is that is a sign that he did not tell the whole truth. If you're under the truth serum, you're telling the whole truth. We know now he was not telling that is the point I'm saying. All I said is I got suspicious of this man when all of a sudden we have missing people, missing rooms. He all of a sudden knows all about this death book, and wants to go to it. We come into this building. It's Landarothi. We know he's Landarothi. We know what the Landarothi did in the past. And I know I've made some jokes at you, Guardian. I'm not saying you're evil or not, but what the Landarothi did wasn't good. Or at least it didn't have a good outcome. I think we can all agree on that. And now he wants the Book of the Dead of something that we... How was a little man going to know about this? And then he says he's a battle mage, but we find out from this mummy that we don't even... that he was more than a battle mage.
Now let's calm down with the Landarothi slander right now. It was they destroyed their. This wasn't like them destroying another country. They destroyed themselves. That was not like them fighting someone else.
Are you proud of that?
Well,
they were fighting somebody else. That was the whole reason. They wouldn't just destroy themselves.
Yeah, they were trying to get a weapon to I'm not going to talk about it right now, but some leaders made some bad decisions. Now, I don't think you should talk about the entire Landarothi people like that. That's all I'm saying.
I think that's a fair point, and I will say I apologize if I offended you.
It does seem a little suspect though that like one family did totally disappear, and he's all like, I don't know anything about that. I mean, he could totally be full of shit on that. I don't think we even asked him about that.
But then he remembers this book, and he doesn't remember these people that have been staying with him in recent history. And rooms are flip-flopped. There are rooms that are no longer there. He has this whole magical force field around it, but that all of a sudden goes around. And he is saying like, oh, well, maybe my magic's fading, but he has just enough magic to end this whole fog with the death book. All I'm saying is, I think Mr. Cyrano isn't what he's saying he is. I'm a little suspicious.
Look, we know that they can't. The Book of the Dead is going to be used by the Brotherhood of Dawn to move the fog, so we know Cyrano can do it too.
We also know he's a necromancer now, and maybe he is going to level up power and do something crazy.
Do you guys remember that there was a Brotherhood of Dawn member in the inn?
Yes.
I was gonna say I'm absolutely loving this right now. This is like my favorite part of the whole campaign.
Isn't that a little suspicious? What if the Brotherhood of Dawn is working for Cyrano?
Yes.
Are you saying he's Valerian? Is that what you're saying?
What if he is? What if he is?
What if he is? Why would he send us and the Brotherhood of Dawn down here? We're literally killing his lackeys. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, because he's a necromancer. He can bring them back, and then they have to do his bidding.
It's a fail-safe, man. Either we get it or the Brotherhood of Dawn gets it. Either way, he wins.
The enemy of my enemy is my ally, or something like that.
He's also clearly very, very powerful. He could be disguising himself. I mean, it might not even be what he actually fucking looks like. You know.
That's true. Okay, remember how
ruse,
Magmar and I found like a portal where he teleports, right, at night? What if he teleport?
I'll never find a teleporter.
No, we found something where he was like meditating, right?
He just found his like weird kitchen.
We assume that, or we didn't assume, but we're thinking that maybe he teleports somewhere else because we know that he doesn't sleep. He meditates, but he tells us every night he's going. He does say he lied about sleeping when he doesn't sleep, and there's no bed in there, and he had it magically sealed. He had a kitchen.
I don't think we asked if he could if you telepathically communicate out of there. We might have. I don't remember.
We did.
No, you definitely did. He truthfully told you that he does not have the ability to communicate with anybody because of this fog.
But he truthfully said he was a battle mage too, and now we know he wasn't a battle mage.
You don't know he wasn't. They could be the same thing. We don't know the Landarothi from however many years ago, 500 years ago, whatever. 300 years ago.
I would like to think that this mummy would have said battle mage and this if he was this title. But the fact he's not a death cleaner, he is the death cleaner. And now all of a sudden he wants the Book of the Dead.
Yeah, the death cleaner is very powerful and is also a battle mage.
Okay, let's agree on that. Let's just say that. All right, so then that means he's got great offensive ability. All right, he doesn't care who dies because he's back. He's a necromancer, and then on top of that, he's getting the motherfucking Book of the Dead. What do I need to spell it out to you? We got a powerful mage that can bring people back from the dead. That's going to have a book about bringing people back. That's suspicious.
I think we can all agree
Glimmer
on
kind of
this
like
is
flies
suspicious.
up. Glimmer flies up, and I'm like, he's like Guardian. I think Johnny Cash has a point.
I love Cyrano. I remember, if you remember, before I got suspicious of him, I wanted to go cook with him in his kitchen because I said I've never had a father figure. You remind me of that. He wouldn't let me in the kitchen. Then all of a sudden, it's magically blocked off. And then he asked about the Book of the Dead. You want to know why I'm so passionate about this? Because I feel betrayed by a man that I thought could have been a better father than the one I had. So yes, Johnny Cash has daddy issues. Yes, Johnny Cash has daddy issues. But you know what?
Double inspiration.
At least my dad didn't fucking lie. Well, he fucking lied about my. I already knew he's a piece of shit. I didn't know Cyrano was, so I'm even more than probably you are, Guardian.
Wait, what is he getting double inspo for?
For acknowledging daddy issues.
I
That's big character development.
I want to ask, like, what are the skeletons and the mummy doing right now?
So the mummy fell apart as soon as you asked your question. The skeletons also just fell apart.
They got tired of listening to us.
They're just standing there.
Let's get this key. Let's get this Book of the Dead. And we're going to bring it back to Cyrano, but we need to be anticipated. We're not giving it to him, so there's probably going to be a fight.
I think we maybe need a plan to maybe
if we get the book,
Cyrano.
what are we gonna do? How are we gonna lift the fog? Can any of us lift the fog?
I don't know. That's why I said we still got to bring it to him. I don't know. I mean,
what is the plan? What are you gonna read it?
Johnny Cash can't hear right now.
What if we give something to Cyrano to make him think he has the real Book of the Dead, but he doesn't?
Picture headphones reader.
No, it's back. It's back. I heard what Brady said.
Switcheroo.
Yeah, what if we do like a switcheroo thing where we make him think he has the Book of the Dead, but he doesn't, to see what his action is?
Another evil
yeah.
just flew across the screen, Braden.
Can anybody like duplicate an item or something?
I mean, I can
Like make an illusion, maybe.
Yeah, but I don't know if it would be powerful enough.
He would. Yeah, I was about to say he would probably know that if it was.
Well, I think I can do it too. Is there a world where Ignotus and I could simultaneously? I'm trying to look because I want to say we both did something. Do I think? Oh, I press the disadvantage.
Here's the thing about that though, is like if you were to try to give him the book, and like give him an illusory book,
yeah, once
it would have 0 weight.
Yeah,
that's true. Well, I think at any rate we definitely still need to get the book.
Yeah,
that's kind of worry about it.
Question. All right. Illusionary stuff. All right. What if we held the book in our hand? We knew the weight. We held a rock or something, and it was of equal weight. Can we?
If you get him a rock that was the equal weight of the book, that might work.
That's what I'm saying. Then we could disguise the rock as the book, and it weighs the same as the book, so there would be weight on it.
If he's as competent a mage as we all think he is, wouldn't he be able to devise a simple illusion spell?
I think so.
No,
He would. That is a good point. That is a good point. So Kinzo, like, what you just brought up makes a lot of sense. He probably would not, if he were to like touch this illusory book, even though it was the same like weight, he might not be able to determine whether or not this thing is actually the same book because like he wouldn't feel the magic from it, right? He wouldn't feel the corruption.
Do we have any magical books now that would have any magical powers from it?
How about
None of y'all can even read?
I can read.
None of us can read.
Maybe. All right, how about this? Ignotus is the mage here. He can read the Book of the Dead and see. see what
I can
it's
see if I can maybe use the spell to lift the
or
fog.
see
I
what
don't
the
know if I can handle that.
see what the spell is and verify that it is actually going to do what Cyrano says it's going to do.
You guys are
That's-
actually making me so excited right now.
That's a good point, man. We can. I like that idea. Okay.
Good point.
All right. My other plan was to turn invisible, hide behind Cyrano, and then have the bag of holding ready for like just like throw him in it.
And tell him if he tries to get out, I'll drop this portal and kill all of us.
That's a good point though, Guardian. I think that's a good idea.
I think we can do
Now,
that.
can somebody give Johnny Cash Fiddlefingers an apology, giving him shit when he was the only one suspicious at the beginning, when it sounds like we're all on the same page? I don't know if Guardian is yet, but it does sound like I have 3 people on my side, maybe 4. I haven't heard Daddy.
I think Daddy, are you asleep? Did you fall asleep? I think Daddy fell asleep.
Daddy's also been sick. Daddy was sick today.
Oh, I did not know that. That sucks.
I mean, I am was reserving judgment, man. I didn't fucking know. I'm here gathering information. I didn't know that dude. We just met him in a fog place. Like, yeah, I mean, he seemed pretty legit, but like, fuck should I know? Yeah, I mean,
He gave me beer. I just
suspicious, bro.
Johnny Cash opens the bag of holding and takes out the ale and starts drinking.
Tastes really, really good. It's fresh.
That's funny.
All right, what do we want to do? We want to go fuck up the bats? Call it a night.
Let me ask this: do we want to go ahead and like end it here, and then like let me ask this? I'm gonna ask an even bigger question. Do we want to finish chapter 2 tomorrow?
Oh. What is going to be the end of chapter 2? Like getting the book?
The end of chapter 2 will be like concluding this whole thing.
Oh, like bringing the Book of the Dead and Cyrano and all that?
Perhaps, if y'all are able to make it that far. I think that it's totally, if we have another like session the last 3 hours, that I think we could finish chapter 2.
What if you could guess, or if you can estimate in this place, like right now, or like how many more places do we need to visit in here?
It's just that upper room. Is all that's left.
I'll tell you this.
There's a room to the
flies up,
left. There's a door to the left.
Glimmer
Oh,
says,
you're right. You're right.
Hey guys, so here's a couple things that I've noticed so far. We've not seen a lock devil yet, and when I went into that room with all the bats, I did not see a key. I think it might stand to reason that the final key may rest with the leader, or maybe even the lock devil. Who knows?
All right.
That's good to know.
So wait, what's the point of the key now? We're in this room.
The point of the key is like you have to have all the keys to dispel the ward that is on the Book of the Dead.
Oh yeah.
Could that be the same ward on these doors that are locked, or is that different magic?
It is the same magic.
Can we just try to open this door before we end the night? I want to see what's in there.
Yeah, so you open the door, it is locked.
Yo, dwarf.
Oh yeah, Mike. Do I have to lockpick it?
Get over here.
Word.
All right, make me a 10 or higher on a dexterity or a sleight of hand check. Yep. Actually, fucking Johnny Cash and Magmar, they just walk through it like Terminators. The door is unlocked, and there's another locked door there.
I'm just gonna rip it open because Johnny Cash has been upset and drinking.
Is this a magical door?
This one is not magical.
Well, fuck, dude. Let's open this one.
Okay, let's.
Like, what? Why would you make a small cubby hole with another locked door?
Johnny Cash ripped
like
open
real
the door.
fake doors. Real fake doors.
All right, Magmar. You rip
Okay.
this fucking door off its
Great
hinges,
deadlock, yeah.
and you see
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, a boss.
a well-dressed mage. The token doesn't do him really a whole lot of justice because they just didn't have this in the in Hero Forge. He's got like black tattoos going all down his face.
Is he better dressed than Kenzo?
What's that?
Is he better dressed than Kenzo?
Yeah, actually, because his
So I can
robes are
look.
the same color scheme as yours, but they're way more opulent.
Yeah, I have a reason to fight. Don't dirty him up too bad.
we should probably not engage. You know, actually, I'm
Yeah.
thinking maybe
We
one
should
of us
take a
should like.
I'm sorry, we should take a short rest at least.
Yeah, I was thinking when
Short
we're ready
rest.
to engage, one of us should go through the front doors to distract them, and then we can all
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah, one of you disguise people.
Yeah, let's do that.
Makes
Probably
sense to me.
notice.
An
I'm cool.
interesting idea.
I'm cool with that.
Well, it's getting a little late. I mean, I'm willing to keep going if you guys are. I know Kerplatz is like definitely asleep.
Yeah, I should probably call,
Yeah.
I should probably call it a night.
Yeah, let's call it.
Maybe we call it night. Okay, so let me ask you guys this: do we want to pick it up again tomorrow and knock out chapter 2, or do we want to wait for next week? I'm cool with either one.
I probably can't tomorrow. And then next week is Leanne and I's anniversary, so I don't even know if I'm gonna be available then too. But I can let you guys know.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we're gonna be in the in-laws tomorrow.
All
Gonna be
right.
what?
So what we'll do
In-laws.
Oh,
is
I missed.
we'll tentatively plan for next Sunday, but if you guys are not available, then we might push it off. Do we want to try Monday after that?
Yeah, that'll work. Because
Okay.
wait, the Monday's a holiday for me, I think, right?
It is for me
Yeah,
too,
it's
yeah.
26. Yep.
Fuck, I'm on call,
Wait, what's Monday?
but it's fine.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
you
figure it
call
out.
me
I'll get with us on Monday next, or I'll send a text message out on like Friday or Thursday or whenever I usually do that. But
Yeah.
we'll figure it out from there. But I think this has been a really really fucking awesome session, y'all.
Crush.
Agreed.
We're getting into it
Um,
now.
You guys check the video chat real quick. The Discord chat, I mean.
Mike said no.
Yeah, I saw the pictures.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
me.
It's a picture of
That's
Trey
good.
and then a picture of Kyle scouting out his eggs.
I do also I remember coming over there where you guys were, and I saw that trash bag, and I was like, "Why is there just a trash bag here?" Like I thought it was just like a sack of trash.